Minutes of content that no one will ever hear.
Yep.
Oh no, what were you guys talking about?
Take a guess. I want you to guess.
Oh, just kidding. I know what you were talking about. It doesn't even matter.
The last thing I'll say, Danny, is I'm tired of bad gameplay in open world games.
I
Sick of it.
completely agree.
Can't do this shit anymore.
And if Fallout 4 plays like ass, you bet you're fucking...
Can't do
you
it.
bet I'm gonna fucking complain about it.
Also, you know, there's something curious. I just wonder why they took the camo index out of, like...
It's there. No, it's actually there.
No, it's there, yeah.
It's just not like... Well, it's not front facing it in 3, but it's there.
It's not like...
I know that for a fact.
Okay, I mean, like, I get... How is it there? Like, what do you mean?
Like, you will, I mean, it's one of the things that the game doesn't tell you, and the game does not want to tell you certain things. I feel.
Yeah, I can
if
tell.
you wear certain camo, and at first I want to see if that was true or not, so I wore some of the camo it suggested, so I got at various distances from guards. And I figured, okay, yeah, so this camo actually does work better than wearing a sneaking suit in the middle of the day.
Yeah, I was in Afghanistan during the day doing a mission, and I was wearing the sneaking suit because, you know, them silence footsteps. But
damn that shit.
Also, it looks cool.
Yeah, it does. I was like prone in some grass, and I got spotted, and I was like, oh no. And then when I was redoing the mission, I was like, I wonder if this will help, and so I put on the desert fucking camo, and I hid pretty much in the same place because I wanted to test it, and I didn't get spotted until the guard was right up in my face, and I was like, oh, so it is here. And that was a neat little find. But
I was just playing a video game, you guys.
What were you playing?
And it wasn't Metal Gear. I was just playing Dragon Age for some, because I'm just depressed. I don't have Metal Gear. I don't have my PlayStation yet, so I can't play it yet.
You can play it on your computer. We can family share it, man. That's what I'm doing with RJ.
My computer's not good enough to run it. I'm almost positive.
I think it'll run it.
It can run. I mean,
I can run it at the very minimum, essentially.
Yeah, I mean RJ's frame rate shit, but
yeah, my frame rate is mostly under 20.
Frame rate. Nah, man, you gotta get that 60.
True.
I think for this game, you gotta get that 60.
On my other computer, I turned everything down to low just so I'd get that 60, because I'd rather have 60 frames and a decent looking game than 30 frames in a great looking game.
Believe me, I want that 60 as much as everyone else, but I can't have that 60 right now. I'll get the 60 someday.
Gotta get them all. As a wise sage once said, gotta get them all. Gotta get them all. Yeah.
Speaking of gotta get them all, real quick, have you guys seen Pokemon Go?
I cried at the trailer.
What the hell is that?
I seriously
did.
I teared up. I was like, this is the Pokemon MMO I've been waiting for my whole life, and I can get it on my phone.
Okay, never mind. I'm interested.
No, yeah, it's not World of Pokemon.
Nah, man, I'm gonna get that shit, and I'm gonna get that watch that buzzes when there are Pokemon nearby. I'm gonna get that shit.
By?
It's made by Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh, is this their initiative?
I think it's their first step in a mobile sort of phone.
Their Mobius initiative.
I saw a post that was like, no, don't climb Mount Everest to fucking catch Articuno.
Oh, wait a second. Is it one of those where it's like, if you're here, you can see these kind of things?
Yeah, it's one of those.
Physical, but also meta game. The meta game is interacting with. To be in this location. Yeah. Oh, that could work.
But then you also have they're saying the watch thing, which is optional. But then if you're not looking at your phone and you're just kind of walking down the street, your little watch will buzz and it'll be like, oh, there's a Pokemon nearby, and then you poke it and it catches the Pokemon.
Have they done something like that before in a way?
Oh shit.
I don't. Well, I mean, on 3DS and shit, if you were in locations at specific times, you could catch Pokemon in game. But it's not nearly as crazy as Pokemon Go is going with it.
I think they should do that in the next game.
So is Pokemon Go a full-fledged thing?
Yes.
It's a massive thing?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not Pokemon.
Oh, it isn't Pokemon?
Gem 5.
Wait. So do
or
you
if
just
not
catch them
Pokemon
and look at them,
WoW.
or
No,
can you
you
like
can battle with them.
really?
You can battle other people.
Okay, that's a lot cooler than I thought it was. Holy shit.
What are the
You can
animations?
battle against other people and with. There haven't been any. There's like one screen cap they've released of like Pikachu in the
I'm sorry.
wild.
Okay,
I can't
They
who's
trust
haven't.
this.
whose
Yeah,
fan
they
is
haven't
on?
released any gameplay yet.
Whose fan is on?
That's mine.
Both of
Great.
ours.
Is mine like clearly like there?
I can't
Mm.
hear any
Can't
of
hear.
y'all's.
I can't hear anybody's.
Okay, then I think I hear Maddie's fan.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Not
It's
that
not
shit
that bad. Yeah, listeners can deal.
It
It's
gives
not
us
that bad.
ambience.
Yeah,
William,
it's like white noise.
It's
that's the
Exactly.
only one where I
It's
got
nice.
it.
David Lynch sort
Singular.
of
Yeah.
touch.
uh,
Let's talk about music.
yeah. Let's talk about music. Hey everybody, welcome to Pretentious
Hey.
Taste. My name's Danny.
Metal Gear. Sorry, I couldn't. That was a weird moment. I had to say it. Like that was the weirdest. I'm sorry. That was really weird. Why the hell did I say that? I'm gonna return this game,
My
guys.
name's Danny.
My name is Madison.
I don't know who I am anymore.
It's Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver Ocelot.
Revolver, Ocelot, Revolver, Ocelot.
Shalashka?
Shalashaska.
Is it Shalashaska?
Yeah,
Sometimes I hear
Shalashka.
Shalashka. But yeah.
Shalaska, like Alaska with a sh.
Alaska.
RJ, who are
Anyway,
you?
I don't know.
he's
Who am
he's
I?
featured Mecca.
All right.
I am Solanthropus.
You can actually say that? Wow. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Fuck that name.
That's such a terrible. Well, it's not worse than Ocean of Pacifica. That's a. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Or the other way around. I always mix it up. Anyway, yeah. So music
Yeah,
is a thing.
music. It is.
Sometimes it gets in your ear
I,
cavity.
I don't like it.
Hasn't been
Oh,
getting in mine.
I'm just
let's do
gonna
that.
come out and say it. I'm not a fan.
I don't think anybody here
So
is a fan of music.
this whole podcast has been a lie.
This is actually just autoplay at subset B without aught. We're talking. This is a fan cast for that podcast.
Basically.
Wait a second. Is this? What the hell is going on here? Someone like staging a coup d'etat or some shit. What the fuck are you talking about, Daddy?
This
What
is
are you trying to say?
this
Are you
is
trying to sabotage this podcast?
Metal Gear.
I knew it. I knew it the whole time. All five
Wow.
minutes of it.
All right.
Wow.
Triple Agent Danny.
Yep, that's me.
It
Dude,
turns out.
I still can't. I'm still in shock about getting harassed by man children on Tumblr.
I don't
Holy
know
shit.
why you're some
Dude,
dude.
I did too. I just randomly. I think I just like posted something because I posted something because this guy in the store was being all aggro and like angrily whispering things under his breath, like a sixth grader.
Yeah.
Alright.
So I like posted something about it, and I was like, "Why do white guys always got to do this?" And then someone was like, "Everybody does this." And then another person was like,
That's not totally
"Oh, but this is Tumblr, so it has to be white people." And I was just like, "Who are you people? Why are
Let
you
me
on
tell
my
you about.
post? Why
Let
do
me tell you
I?"
about. Sorry, this. I don't want to. I didn't want to interrupt your story.
No,
But
that's the
I
end of
want
the
to. I want to add to your tale. So I'm working a new job. Yeah,
Yeah.
it. I got hired in between episodes. So I was dealing with thing. Everything's good. I'm working retail now, and it's
Nice.
like
Welcome
you
to
ever get
hell.
yeah, this one person. I'm like, why you gotta do this to me? Like,
Yeah.
why do you have to? Because like we give away samples in our store.
Yeah.
Like you, do you get where I'm going? Do you see where I'm going
Did
with
someone
this? We give,
take advantage of the
yeah. I'm like,
samples?
man, I'm new here. Why are you doing this to me? You're supposed to take like one or two. This guy took like 11. Like, oh, but it says you can take samples, so I don't see what the problem is here. Are you sure you don't want to get someone else like your supervisor? I'm like, yo, I will reach over this table. I'm taller than this table. I will smash into that can of like Starbucks coffee. There are so many angles in this store which I can cause probably jail-inducing time or damage to you. I don't even know who I am. I've been playing too many fantasy video games.
No, man. It's the
Also, I
same.
am a large man. These things they come together.
You're about to get the real Metal Gear experience.
Yeah, man. I'm just like, why?
It's
It's a
so
good
real.
thing.
Every
Yeah.
time I up at my store, there's always issues with because in California you can't have plastic bags. It's
Oh
against the
yeah.
law.
It's a
It is
war.
against the law. And so I tell people this when they ask for bags, and then every time I'm like, "Oh yeah, we don't have any plastic here. All we have is paper bags." They look at me like I just like shot their grandmother in front of.
Jesus.
Well, maybe you should stop
Maybe
shooting
that's
their
what paper
grandmothers.
bags
I guess
did.
I
Maybe you
should.
should start.
Maybe
I
that's what they're
do not
asking you to
endorse
do.
that. I don't do that. Don't.
Disclaimer:
Just please, for the
Pretentious
love of,
Taste does
don't
not
fucking do it.
You,
advocate.
you heard it here first, folks. Chewy endorses the shooting of grandmothers.
I have
Well,
no words because this is,
This is
I
where
don't know.
it's.
It can't be fixed.
But like, I don't understand why they act surprised because don't they live in California? Like, I would
Not
assume.
all of them. No, we get a shitload of
Oh yeah, you are
tourists.
in LA.
Like a
Yeah,
lot of Oregon people coming in,
yeah. Sufjan
Seattle.
Stevens
Sometimes
is
Oregon
coming
people
in.
get mad because there's no tax up in Oregon. So
Yeah,
like
Man,
when
Oregon. Oh, that's not even a real. It's not a real
tax,
place.
I'm not gonna
like
lie. I still want to hear what Oregon would have sounded like. Like I
it
know
sounded bad. That's exactly what it sounded like.
it sounded bad.
No, it sounded like. What are you talking about? The Sufjan record?
Yeah.
It
Guy.
sounded like that. That's what it was.
No, no, no. I remember. I think I read that it was gonna be like in the vein of like Michigan and Illinois, like bigger and grander. And
I
then like
didn't.
his friend was like, "Dude, if you can't do it, then just don't." And
I don't
then
think it was gonna be bigger or grander. I just think he was gonna like compose more organ-y
oh,
songs about organ.
so it
But
wouldn't
I
have.
think it was still gonna be like stripped back.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, because I remember, Carrie Lowell is really fucking growing on me, and
Album.
I listen to it a lot, like almost every day.
You don't
And
Yeah,
know. You guys should
I
listen
do.
to
what?
Poison Season by Destroyer.
I should. I've been told to.
We might listen to that soon for
It,
something.
For something
it's
like
just,
Oh,
podcast.
you know how hard it is
I forgot Apple
to
Music.
make a song
oh
a
yeah.
photograph, and not like a Nickelback thing where it's literally just holding a photograph,
I was about to say if Nickelback can do it, I think it's pretty easy. But
but like making a song that when you think of it, like when I listen to some like that album, sometimes I can literally picture certain areas of Times Square which I've been to.
Yeah.
Like I can. It's weird. It's really like a transcendent kind of thing. That's really, really, really fucking hard to do. To make something evocative without it being like overt, like Empire State of Mind, which is kind of like that's a good song. I actually like the song a lot, but it's not exactly
Empire State
hard.
It's alright.
You're just using signposts or landmarks to evoke certain things. But when using like you're using the sounds to evoke different like connotative things with New York that it's like it's so subconscious you might not even realize that you're picturing the picture, but
Yeah.
it's obvious that it's being designed this way if you really think about it. It's hard shit. I could never do that shit. I suck.
I think
Hard.
you did that pretty
I
well
suck
actually on
more
your
than yeah.
VHS
Like
EP.
I don't know, Chewy. I think you're doing yourself a disservice because I can't write a song.
Well, on
For
top of that, I
shit.
mean, I remember on that EP, I pictured exactly what you wanted me to picture, and you didn't tell me
Yeah.
that. So
Oh,
I think you're
I
doing it
mean,
pretty fucking well.
thank you, but it's like I know generally
Just take the
speaking when I
compliment.
I don't know.
Just take it.
I want to, but it's like
No, I get
the
it. It's
thing.
like you just
Yeah,
want to be better.
like
That is.
what I'm trying to make people imagine is probably a little easier than trying to make someone imagine a New York cab turning a street corner.
No, you just have James Murphy bitch about wine
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, basically that's just
over like an Iggy Stooge like sample.
wow.
But
Someone's going into a wind tunnel.
yeah, but
Someone just jumped off a cliff.
Maddie, are you still with us?
Christ.
Shut up, look with the laptop. Oh my god.
Fuck
The
music.
podcast.
I fucking hate music.
Who needs music?
Oh man. RJ, didn't you like forget about music like because of a certain like game?
I
Look,
kind of
Metal
did
Gear
too.
has absorbed me, and who needs music anymore? I don't.
I,
I listen to it
I still
sometimes.
haven't even heard the Libertines record. And I was looking forward to that record, and it just Metal Gear just engulfed me. I just wasn't spending all my time playing it, or reading other opinions on it, or writing about it, or thinking about it, or playing it, or thinking about it, or playing it. It's just it's fuck this game.
Mo-
I'm tired of it.
It's alright.
Most of my music listening has been hearing the intro to Level Tear Us Apart about 100 times.
You know how many times I've heard "Take on Me" in the past week? Do you understand?
I
God
understand.
At
damn it!
least it's awesome, like 80s music.
For
Like, it could be
well,
so
no,
much worse.
it is so much worse, Maddie, because I'm a meme fuck, and so I set a bunch of custom soundtracks like in Metal Gear, and as of right now, whenever my helicopter touches down, you can hear a kazoo version of Snake Eater, because
God damn it.
Why do you do these things? Why must these things be done?
for a while it was you know that Sanic, like that crawling in my skin
Yeah, the
mashup.
I
Xanax.
was literally
Yeah.
just thinking that I should put that in my custom soundtrack.
Yeah.
I was just thinking
What's
about
wrong
that. I
And
with
was
I,
like,
you
that would
I,
be
I
guys?
so
forgot
funny.
about how loud it was, and it was like 3 a.m. when I was playing at my
It's
friend's
so
house.
loud.
And so like
I love it so
we're
much.
going in, and then I just hear, I got my volume set pretty up there, and it causes like infiltrate the enemy, and as soon as that happens, just crawling in my skin, mashed up with Green Hill Zone, at the fucking
Jesus
it.
Christ.
Oh my
If
god!
that
Love
didn't
it.
send my enemy shivering home, then I don't know what the fuck would have.
It's horrible.
It's like, it makes me think, like, you know how, like, baseball hitters, like, have their, like, pump-off song when they come out on the field?
Yeah.
Like, what if that was, like, Derek Jeter's, like, pump-up song? Every time he walked
He
out on the
comes sprinting
field.
out to the
The
base.
whole...
Just god damn it, the fucking song. But
Wow.
aside from Metal Gear, what have we been doing with our weeks?
I haven't been playing Metal Gear because I don't own it right now. I will soon.
Sad
I'll play it.
violins.
I don't know.
And I've been working a lot, so much. I work 6 days a week. Oh God, I gotta tell you guys though. Yesterday was my internship, which is always a delight. And I read a screenplay, and it was a thriller screenplay, and it's sort of like lifetimey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, and the villain was an evil, psychopathic OBGYN, which are doctors for ladies,
Gynecologists.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And the title of the movie was Snatched.
Damn.
That's wonderful.
Damn.
It was a really solid interaction yesterday
I
whenever
feel
you
like
told us about this.
his name.
and and fucking goddamn it. So this killed me actually. So you're saying, the evil OBGN, and RJ goes, "What's that?" And then you went, gynecologist, vagina doctor. And RJ just goes, "Oh no." And for some reason
Oh no, they've come.
I was I was I was listening to my friend play Metal Gear, and he was like about to tranquilize the puppy to send him up, or he was looking for the puppy,
Oh, that's
and
a good sentence.
yeah,
Diamond dog.
and
I don't want to talk about
he
that.
was like, "Oh shit, I found it," and I was like, "Okay, good. Now tranquilize it." And as soon as I said that, I just hear in the fucking background the dog's horrifying scream as it shot fucking 50 feet into the air by the Fulton
I don't
system.
think you have to do that.
Oh,
So I laugh my ass off at that, and then I look over and I see this interaction happen between Maddie and RJ, and it was like a double punch. I couldn't breathe for like, it was fucking horrifying.
Imagine
I'm
how
really glad
disgusting
that
Eli Roth would be involved, but
I
okay.
know they're trying to no, because they're like trying to the studio that I work for, not studio, excuse me, production company that I work for. They're like trying to do a horror, and they want directors, and they're like really trying to get Eli Roth.
okay.
So wait, they're trying to get
Well,
Eli Roth to do Snatched.
I hope so.
Wait,
Because
sounds
who's
like
Eli
they're
Roth
trying to be
again?
like
Is that the
Eli
dude
Eli
Roth.
Roth did
from?
Hostel.
Yeah, Eli
Yeah,
Roth did Hostel.
Oh, thought it was
And
the
he also
dude
did
from
a
fucking
Grindhouse trailer.
Inglorious Bastards. I feel like such an idiot.
He was in that as well.
Yeah, he was in it.
Wait,
He was
fucking
the
He was the
Jew.
Bear
Bear
Jew.
Jew?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
directed Hostel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
And
fucking
Hostel.
serious?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
And Hobo with a
That's-
Shotgun. Well, the trailer for
Yeah.
Hobo
Oh,
with
the
a
shotgun's
Shotgun.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's Canadian as fuck though. Anyway,
I
I
forget
like
what
him.
else he's done.
What?
So
My
many.
Yo,
friend.
he's so
Oh, I told
talented.
you guys the story about my friend who catered Eli Roth's birthday party. Did I tell you that
No,
story?
no, I don't think you have.
Does it involve Eli Roth just berating a fish,
No.
telling it to go
Okay.
back
It's even
home?
better. Okay. So
Wow. How?
my friend used to be a caterer in LA,
Yeah.
and he was catering Eli Roth's birthday party at his house. And he's in the kitchen with his other person, and they're baking the cakes. And one cake is still in the oven, and then he's frosting the other one.
Mhm.
And so he's just frosting the cake. It's almost done. They're gonna bring it out so everyone can eat it. And then into the kitchen walks Quentin Tarantino, and he's like, "Hey, I'm leaving early, so can I just like take a piece of cake with me?" And my friend was like, "Oh, well, like, can you wait a little bit because the other one's still in the oven? We can just frost it, and we're gonna bring this one out in like 2 minutes, so can you just like wait like 2 minutes?" And Quentin Tarantino stared at my friend straight in the eyes. He reached into the cake with his bare hand,
Fuck.
took a clump of it, and then started eating it, and just like he just ate the whole thing while staring my friend down.
What a
My friend
savage
had
That's
fuck.
certainly Quentin Tarantino.
my friend had no idea what to do, so he just started laughing awkwardly, and then Quentin was like, "Good, you laughed," and then he left.
His goal
That's
was
The
scary.
end.
accomplished.
That whole
He
interaction.
did it.
I don't even know what the interaction is.
That's an Eli Roth horror movie.
Like it's funny, but it's also extremely terrifying.
That sounds
Yeah.
like something that would happen like Punch Drunk Love or something.
It does. It does
Like
it.
fucking shit.
I don't
So
even.
that
What the
happens.
fuck kind of interaction is that?
God damn. He must be ended.
But no,
Well, like,
okay. Then my same friend has another story about Quentin Tarantino that's like nice because my friend also used to work at this comic store,
Yeah.
and it's like right in the middle of Hollywood. So I mean, a lot of people who buy comics go there, and Quentin is one of those people. And he had something like special ordered from the store, and so they delivered it to him, and he came and got it, and he brought it home. And then the next day, he like came with like a box of like 2 dozen fresh baked cookies, and like every single cookie was different. And it was just like, thanks for the thing, guys. Here's a box of 2 dozen cookies.
That's so
So
random.
sometimes Quentin is benevolent, and
what's going on? What's going
sometimes
on in his head? What's going on? What makes him go, okay, I'm gonna grab into this cake and I'm gonna stare at this person and this is gonna be a successful endeavor.
I mean,
No,
it
man.
succeeded.
it
I mean,
it was
but
successful
what
for
made
him.
him know?
Yeah.
I
What
don't
made
think it succeeded. I think your friend was just faced with a hard life choice: either live to see another day or.
I wonder what would have happened if your friend hadn't
you gonna
left.
get the good
Well, yeah,
ending or
or
the
yeah,
bad ending?
basically test your mortality.
Yeah. Like I feel like Tarantino's like Shang Tsung, and like
Shang Tsung.
if your friend didn't laugh, then Tarantino was gonna absorb his fucking soul like right there.
Probably.
And that's how he's
Probably.
gonna make his new movie. Once he gets a
He
soul, he can make a
absorbs
new
the
movie.
he absorbs innocent
Holy
souls.
fuck, Archie!
He has to get a certain amount of souls before he can make a new film.
Oh Jesus Christ!
That's how
Oh
he
man.
he keeps getting Samuel L. Jackson in his movies. There's a certain soul payoff somewhere in there.
Soul payoff.
Fuck.
What if
Soul.
that's how all Hollywood movies work, though?
It
It
Like,
is.
what
might
if
be. I mean,
like
it makes
unlock
sense.
something sinister?
There's a social commentary in here somewhere.
I mean, we're just talking about the sequelification of Hollywood and the lack of original ideas and taking everything from pre-discovered mediums. So
It's dark. It's a secret.
Also, movies
Basically,
have soundtracks, music.
Music has
music is
soundtracks.
yeah, honestly,
we talk
RJ,
about here.
But
My week was
also,
boring. I just worked. That's it. All right, who's next?
Oh
Alright.
yeah, that's right. We are talking about our
Okay,
weeks.
yep.
before we continue, you're a
Yes.
piece of shit, RJ. That's all you are for that terrible transition. Good God.
Look,
RJ,
I
don't listen to him. That was the best segue all week.
didn't. Is this another go this way or go that way decision? What is this? Am I gonna get?
Anyway, besides RJ being a piece of shit, my week has been kind of good. Well, good in that I'm gainfully employed again, so that's one less
Yay.
nightmare you can tuck into the little box before it comes out again, and then you have to, either fight it or it just rips out your lungs, and then that's kind of it for you. So that was pretty good.
All
Past
right.
2 weeks absorbed in Metal Gear everything.
You can't talk about Metal Gear on this podcast.
I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
saying. I'm absorbed in that.
Because I know how
Listen to a
that feels.
couple records that I need to catch up on, like Fiddler's new record. I like that record. It's a good one. It's a good one. And
Yeah, this is
Destroyer
good.
stuff. Uh, for some reason I didn't even know this, but apparently I had King of Limbs. Like I have that CD.
Oh,
Like I
you
just,
just
I
had
just
it.
have it. I'm like,
There it
what
is.
the when the fuck did I get this CD?
Tom York
It just
slipped it
appeared.
underneath your door.
I don't think it's like one of those samplers, like
Yeah.
oh, try a new laundry soap. It's a little squirt bottle
Sounds good.
or something,
Like
squirt
just
pouch.
yeah. He just squirts out King of Limbs.
I like
That
King
and then
Limbs.
I love that's the thing though. I fucking love King of Limbs,
You
so it
both are
doesn't make
going to
any
hell.
sense,
I
huh?
liked it.
You're both going to hell.
King of Limbs
It's
is
Yeah.
okay.
fucking awesome. That's an
It's
awesome
okay.
record.
Codex is a really good song.
It could have been a lot better for a Radiohead record, man.
No man, that's a
Well,
great Radiohead record.
I liked it.
It's a great it's great. It's what it is. And then apparently I have fucking in rainbow stickers too. Where
Yeah,
the
the
fuck did
stickers
I get
come in the
this?
CD. If
Yeah,
you
but I don't
bought
even
the
have it
CD.
in I don't have in rainbows on
I'm telling you,
CD.
Tom York is visiting you every night. He's leaving you gifts.
So now
He's
there's like a
thanking you
Yeah.
for
you
your
better thank me.
patronage.
I'm out here defending the honor of amnesia, so this motherfucker better be on this shit. And be like, I
Amnesiac is
appreciate you
He
fighting
amazing.
knows. He's aware.
the good fight. But like yeah, so now there's like a nice thin strip of like all the in rainbow like song tracks just on my PS4, and it's not like oh I'm gonna put this Crash Bandicoot logo where he's eating an ice cream and he's shitting on a plane on my N64. It's very tasteful. It's chic, you
He's
know.
sticker placement.
Nam saying,
Yeah.
Nam saying, Nam saying.
Yeah.
I
Feel ya.
got
I
you.
feel you.
Other
Feel-
than that, I get free coffee every day, every 3 hours.
Wait, so you work at a
What? Where are you
Starbucks?
working? At Starbucks?
No,
Oh.
it's fucking, it's like a weird coffee emporium. You know those fucking coffee machines where it's like, yo, you want coffee? I got all types of cups. I got all these
Okay,
little,
yeah,
yeah.
I
So
get
it's
you.
like that, and there's like 600 different types of those. So it's like walls and walls and walls and walls of coffee to the point where it's like you walk in and yeah, we can give you samples and shit, and you can like. I'm like, yeah, can I have some? Like, yeah, whenever you just want to drink coffee, just take it from the wall. Anyone you want, drink it. And I have to
Nice.
bake cookies in the morning,
Oh,
and
Cookies
then
are
I
could
can
you
nice.
eat
mail
some
me
of the
some?
cookies.
I'm gonna break some cookies tonight, actually.
You're gonna
Will you
break
guys
some
mail me
cookies?
some?
Yeah, I'm gonna break some cookies.
I don't know if I
Will you
should mail it
mail
to you.
me some
I,
cookies?
I'm not mailing you anything. I'm breaking them. I'm finding cookies and I'm breaking them.
That's so mean.
I'm getting their crumbs everywhere
Oh
Why are you
God.
so evil?
because
Why
I'm
must you
home
do?
alone and
The
my
world
my kitchen needs
saturation
to be filled
cookie
with crumbs.
Can you imagine something more evil than just like getting a bag of cookies and then messily eating them in someone else's bed? It's just
Fuck
something going
you. That's the
on.
most
You
evil
ruined an
thing.
entire life. An entire life is gone.
Yes.
Oh man.
Excellent. And they're like, oh man, fuck, I'm so tired.
It's an
Shit, it's like
episode.
November, cold as shit. Let me get on these covers right quick. What the fuck is going on? Just crumbs. Nothing but crumbs. This Death Valley of crumbs. And then they realize in that instance that their life means nothing. Nothing means anything. Because this can happen.
And then Calm Sushi Todd starts playing.
Your life is reduced to crumbs.
Crumbling
You know what
down.
it's like though? When I like get into my bed, it's like even like a bit of crumbling. I'm like, yo, fuck you, bed. The bed didn't do anything. The bed had no arms in this conflict. It did nothing but
Yeah.
be a bed. And I'm like, you let this shit happen, so you're accountable for this shit, bed. Fuck you. So
Wow.
imagine someone deliver. I have to do that to someone. I feel like I have to do it to someone.
That would be the most evil thing. I have to do it.
I gotta do it. I feel like I have to.
Go do it to Tom
And
York. I bet Tom York's bread is filled with crumbs. I bet he gets up.
I bet it's just like sawdust inside.
Sawdust? What
He
is
like
he sawing?
he makes a shell of bread, and then the inside is
Okay.
just sawdust.
What? Is that even
And then he breathes it in.
what a sentence?
He breathes in.
And you
We're
think
onto you,
that
Tom.
would just make his voice all croaky and gravelly, but no, it only makes it smoother.
Wait, so is that what
Or
Eddie
something.
Vedder does?
Yes.
I don't know like
But
who are
he
you
does
more
it with
interested in learning the secret life of
sincerity.
Eddie Vedder or Tom York?
For a while, I just thought Eddie Vedder like ate socks to get his voice the way it sounds, but
I heard even Flow at work today. Cause like fucking the showroom has the fucking work pop shit, and I'm not calling it shit, but well, some of it's garbage. I don't want to hear fucking Mumford Boys. But anyway, and on the other side they have all the fucking like indie rock, and I'm like, man, fuck. Like it's like one of those stations where it's like indie rock and it's like sort of like no one alternative rock, so it's like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and shit like that. I'm
yeah.
like, man, I would be there though. Shit. I'm not trying to be like a douche or anything, but like, man, I don't know. Some pop music, I'm just like, this is just so bad.
That's how I feel about
Like,
Halsey.
oh,
Yeah, that Halsey.
It is
I ain't say
nothing.
not, I ain't say nothing about Halsey.
It is nothing. It's the most
I
nothing
can't
thing
say
I've ever heard.
I listened to that song about the colors,
I don't think it's
and then
nothing.
I
I
was
think
listening to the song about the colors, and then I was like,
I think it's
huh,
actually
this
called.
sounds like another song, and it sounds exactly like Taylor Swift's song about a color. It's just one color. It's called Red. I only know it because my cousin used to play that album
I
over and
heard the
over and
whole
over
album
again.
front to back one time in my university. Sat down. Let me paint you a scene, Maddie. Please,
All
just sit.
right.
In my room, I'm not sure if you've seen pictures of my room. There's posters everywhere, but back then it was just the Skyrim poster and the ripped out Nirvana shirt poster and that Michael Jackson off the wall LP on the wall. So I fucking got a cup of tea, sat down here, listened to the entire record. I didn't do anything else, and I'm like, this like sucks profoundly. I'm not even indifferent about this. Although I don't want to talk about something else I revealed to Danny and RJ. And if they know what's good for them, and or their legs, any pets they plan to get in the
Chewy
future.
likes bad blood.
Oh my
Why would he do this?
god. Oh
It's been
my
a while since I felt shame.
god.
It's been a
Shut
while since I
Oh
felt
up.
my
shame. I can't. Oh man.
god.
And you know what's the
It's
worst part
okay.
about this?
I like one Taylor Swift song
The worst part
because
about this shame, though, I can't. I can't defend myself. So I'm glad you're like sending me a fucking just the rattiest life rat like on the life float, where to the point where it's like it's running out of air.
Do you know what the name of this
I might
episode is
just
gonna
die
be?
at sea. Don't please, come on.
Do you know what the name of this episode is
He's
gonna be?
he's
It's so
begging for
fucked up.
mercy. He's begging for mercy here.
This is like the most villainous thing I think I've ever seen. This is wow.
I drink your milkshake, Chewy. I drink it up. And now we have bad blood.
Oh, I feel so KO. So this is what a Street Fighter character feels like.
KO.
Anyways, I
Yeah.
was gonna finish my statement.
Yeah.
Continue, please.
That Halsey song Colors sounds just like Taylor Swift's Red. And so I went and looked it up, and they have the same chords, same exact ones. And I was like, well, alright. And so then I suggested that on my Tumblr, that they were the same song.
Yeah.
One's just a little
Oh, I must have
slower.
gone on smashingly well.
Well, instantly, like 30 seconds maybe after I made the post, I got an anon being like, well, Halsey's a better person than Taylor. Just look at her
I
Twitter.
mean, she seems like
And
a
I
better
was like,
person than Taylor.
well, alright, that's fine, but it's not what I'm talking about.
Man, I'm talking about the music.
So,
That's the thing I don't under. That's the thing I don't like about Tumblr, and that list of things I don't like about Tumblr. I mean, it's great. I think like a person being a good
mhm,
person is awesome. Like representation
yeah,
in culture is fantastic. We need more
I
of it.
agree.
But ultimately, if it's not good, I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah,
don't give a fuck about them. Like it's great that they're good people, but it's like
I
I'm
don't give
coming
a
to you for an
shit.
album. You got that album, bro. You got that good album. I'm tired of buying these cheap albums on the street. It's not the real shit. You know what I'm saying? They cut it with like sodium or like
Yeah,
baking soda. I want that hard shit.
it's just
You
like
know?
corn syrup. It's not real sugar.
Yeah.
That's a
I
weird
want
thing.
that hard shit where if you get caught with it, you're getting 15 years. That's what I want. And then I hear like Halsey's album. I actually listened to that whole album. Like it's okay. It's it's okay. Like it's not even like it's decent. No, it's like ah ah.
I just
What
like
it is.
felt complete indifference when I listened to it.
I tried to like it. I
I,
tried,
I didn't.
but
Tried so
I
hard.
didn't hate it. I just didn't like.
Welcome to my kitchen.
We have bananas
I know.
and avocado.
Nice,
Uh,
nice.
That's how I
God.
feel
Hey, quick
about.
question. A friend of mine's trying to get another friend into Titus Andronicus. What song should they show him?
Fuck.
Just make
Mm.
them listen to the whole album.
I don't
I
know.
hate people who are like, I need a song. And, like,
I
just be
mean,
a
what
man.
depends? I mean,
Go fucking
it's
listen to
different
a
for
record.
us.
Titus Andronicus itself is a
Yeah,
good.
Dyson, the one off the
That's
airing
what.
of grievances
Yeah.
is a really good sort of.
That was my first intro.
That's a
That
great
was my
song, but
only intro. That's
I
how
don't
music
know.
works.
I'm very much an album
My
person.
intro
So are
was
you, Maddie.
No
So
Future
it's like,
Part 3 by
Well,
RJ over there. But
I
anyways, um,
yeah, I don't know.
housing. That's that. Honestly, I just like if she was just a pop star, I would understand. Like, okay, well, it's
Hmm.
just another pop star. But I don't see why people like act like she's like this like fucking icon.
Super deep.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't wanna make light of pop stars. You can be a great like I don't want to be like, oh, because you're a pop star. Like there's an inherent undercurrent of like cynicism when we talk about pop stars. I mean, and for sometimes it's like,
Well, I'm just
yeah,
a cynic.
sure, I'm cynical,
No,
but
I'm a
I
I'd rather
shitty
that
understand.
shit.
cynic.
I'd rather that shit every day. Like, no, I don't want to be cynical about this. I want to go
Yeah.
like I don't know. I've been doing
Because
that.
in the end, it just like upsets me when
Yeah,
I'm cynical about things. I'm like, it's like that. I'm just upsetting myself. I don't need
I've been
to.
trying to turn that around since I became like 22 or
I
21.
I know it's like not a good thing, but I just kind of accepted it with myself. I was like,
I've
I'm
tried
going to constantly
It's
look at
alright.
things under the critical lens, and there's just nothing I can
I
fucking
mean,
do
I
about
do
that.
too, but like, I don't know. I've tried every day to be a better person in a different way, even if it's not obvious.
Yeah, now you
And
like
one of the
Bad
things,
Blood. I mean,
Fuck.
yeah, man, I'm trying. Yeah,
That's
it's
the path to
I don't
being a better
even like it,
person.
but like okay, I'll put it this way: I don't like it when I hear it. I'm like, all right, okay,
I will say this: it's not the worst thing that could come on the radio. Like,
yeah.
I'd
The
rather
worst
hear
thing that
that
could
than
come on.
like
Isn't it?
anything that Sam Smith and Disclosure are doing.
Hey,
Like,
we don't. No, we're not going into this.
yeah, we're
'Cause I
going,
actually like
dude.
Disclosure. I
Latch is
like
such a no.
Disclosure.
Okay, dude, Disclosure.
I
I guess
love
Oh
Latch.
no.
that song
I
is
love it.
so bad.
It's a good song.
Sam Smith
Good
sounds like he's
song.
being strangled, like while he's trying to sing it.
I love Latch. I'm actually
Okay,
excited for that album.
but consider
That's
this:
soon, actually.
the
Like
new Macklemore song.
I haven't
Fuck.
heard
everyone's
it, and I'm
considering
not.
shit.
Holy fuck.
I'm not considering
It's like
nothing.
such a joke. I mean, it's kind of like it's interesting because um it's interesting because the heist had some things on it that
Not
were
a bad
pretty
album,
cool.
actually.
I, yeah, it's not a
Deep.
bad album. It has some good but the best songs on it were the ones where he was like a legitimate person and like saying words that weren't just stupid. Like I don't thrift shop. is a fine single, but like it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing.
I mean, it's okay.
But that was the one that got popular. That was the song that blew the fuck up. So I think Macklemore's like, oh, well, being random XD
What's the
sells.
first thing I saw on the street today? And I'm
So
gonna
I'm
make a
gonna write
song
a
about
fucking
that.
song
XD.
about
Have you guys seen Frank?
some scooters.
The
Yeah,
hell's
Frank.
Frank?
You know that movie? You know at the beginning of the movie, whenever he's walking down the street and he's like, "Lady with the red coat."
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the indie thing where the dude's like
yeah, with Michael
basically
Fassbender.
he's based. That's
I
the
haven't
indie
seen.
movie, right?
Yeah,
Where he's like a musician and it's just Reflector, but
Yeah.
like
yeah,
not.
yeah.
I'm
Yes.
2 years old.
There's at the
I'm
beginning of the
2 years
movie.
fucking old.
Yeah, at the beginning of the movie, one of the actors is walking down the street looking at things and he's trying to make a song, and I feel like that's what that single is.
That shit's
That is,
hard though.
that's
I
exactly.
feel that real. Like not that real. That's not even a sentence. Like
I
I
feel that
feel
real.
that.
It's
Yeah,
just
no,
like
you
it's
know what?
not
I
good
feel that
though.
real, man. Like my friend said, you better start typing.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's
RJ,
You
not good
better
though.
get.
RJ,
It's not just like the content of the song, it's also his flow is all the fuck over the
Yeah, it's weird.
place. It is like it's really not good.
it's experimental, man.
That's just
He's
bullshit.
he's
They was gonna
Right.
say that
he's not
shit.
held down by the boundaries of conventional rap. He goes places with his moped,
Macklemore'sbow.
He
and he flows how he wants to, because
he
he's
goes
Mac
places
Lamore.
like
Right.
iTunes and then buys. Now you know
RJ,
I'm
what
not.
have you been up to?
I recently rewatched NGE Neon Genesis Evangelion and End of
Jesus.
Evangelion, and I actually watched it with the Japanese dub this time.
Wait a second. Hold.
I
Hold.
know, I know, I
This
know.
is unacceptable, RJ. The first thing we watched
Listen,
it was with English.
Mm-hmm.
yes.
It's
I don't.
bad.
I don't even. I don't even want to sound like a weeaboo or anything, but man, it's just better. Anime's just better
I
in
mean, I
Japanese.
know, like,
It just
I just,
is.
I don't know why I did it. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. And then then I watched the Japanese dub, and then like I watched like the congratulations scene with uh with the English dub in comparison, and it's like, oh man, so this is what I watched
It's
when I could
basically
have been
like
watching.
it's like it's like me when I played all of Mass Effect, all the Mass Effect games, every single like like I was with that series for like what, 5 years, and then I went back to play Mass Effect 2 and I chose Fem Shep. I'm like, yo, Fem Shepard is so much better. What the
Oh my god, her
fuck?
voice acting is way better.
God, I was actually pissed because I was an idiot.
And
I
you
was like,
also get the best romance with Garrus, so just
I don't know,
saying.
dude. Garrus is like some weird prehistoric fish that
I'm
evolved too far.
sorry.
Must destroy as soon as
Wow,
possible.
judging people
Yeah, Chewy,
based
that was real
on their
ignorant.
I can't
You
appearance.
believe
know what?
Garrus got
That's
kind of
so
disrespected on this
speciesist.
podcast.
I can't believe
Fuck
that just
Garrus.
happened.
That guy
What is
sucks
Garrus
Garrus?
is the
ass.
fucking best
I
character.
hate Garrus. No, that's Solus.
That is
Mord
a
is
lie,
Solus.
Maddie, and you know it.
Mord is Solus. When that dude died at Aspect 3,
No,
I'm like,
you're right.
No,
Morden is good.
not even so. Dude, Fish Assassin dude was the best character.
oh, I
Thane
was
is
gonna say, you're gonna
cool.
say
You can
Thane?
also have a romance with Thane.
Thane is
That one's
okay.
Thane
pretty
was
good.
really cool,
Alright,
and so
no,
was the
I didn't
superhero
play Mass
chick.
Effect that much.
Don't say Jack.
Oh yeah,
No.
Jack was
No, not
alright.
Jack
Jack. No,
sucks.
the Asari, the Asari superhero chick in Mass Effect 2.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah, what's her
Tiara?
name? No,
No.
You
it's
can't
I
have a
mean, not
romance with her,
God,
but
Tiara.
it's
she's a
Up's
really great
girlfriend's name.
character.
Her
Not
name.
Tiara. Tiara. I'm thinking of someone else.
Not Liara, no, it's the
Tiara's
other one.
cool though.
I've
Ott's
only played
girlfriend
Mass
has the
Effect
same
1.
name as her, and so I'm trying to remember, and I sound like a jackass. I'm sorry, I forgot your name. You're a lovely girl.
But anyways, RJ, yeah, how about that fucking English dub?
Oh, it's
It's
so much more cartoony.
I can't
It's wild.
believe that you like didn't like. Did you just like accept it when you first started watching it? You were like, oh well, I'll deal
Doesn't that
with
Yeah,
it.
sound
I
like RJ
just like
though?
that's just
Doesn't
how it
That
was.
does.
Fair enough.
it just sound like RJ? RJ's the type of dude that's at a steak restaurant and the restaurant, the waiter just comes by with the steak. It's looking all good. Drops the steak and it's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I'm just like, guess this is life now. It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
mean,
steak.
yeah.
That's just what his life is.
Yeah,
And he thinks about the steak, the fact that it's been on the ground the whole time as eating the steak, and then thinking about that very same steak when he's in his room. Like, why did I eat it? I had time. I could have said no.
or like they're out of A1 and so he gets offered ketchup and he's like, oh well.
Samara. That's her
Samara,
name.
Oh,
yeah, Samara.
oh, Samara, she's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good
Oh,
character.
Samara.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
just remember still. She was
Yeah.
cool. She was very
Yep.
like motherly in a
I
weird
think we
way.
can all agree that Ashley was the worst, though.
can we all agree because
No,
RJ
that's
hasn't played the
Caden.
Mass Effect
Caden
games?
I
sucks.
like
Oh my.
Caden.
Yo, when I had a choice between Caden and Ashton, I'm like, yo, Caden, I can't wait for you to be disintegrated. I can't wait.
Ashley is rude and doesn't like aliens. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense that you would like her because you also hate
What?
aliens too. So
Holy
can't wait for the
shit,
first
I
contact
love
for
Morden, and I think Caden.
Madison! God, did you just?
Yeah, she
Garrus is
did.
the best.
Fucking
All
A!
right, we gotta stop the podcast now. That's it. That's over.
That's
Peace out,
amazing.
everybody.
First
But
airborne.
We brought out the air horns. That's it. That's
look,
the
I
end.
won't
look,
lie.
okay, like Shinji's like
No.
voice acting in the English dub, like it isn't like that bad, but like I
No.
tuned off as soon as I heard one of Gendo's like flatmates.
Yeah.
Like as soon as he was like, "Oh, there's an angel on the loose," I was like,
Are
"Yep,
you
yep,
fucking
done."
shitting me? That's what Gendo sounds like.
No, that's not Gendo. It's one of his his buddies.
Oh, wait. Are you talking? Wait, do you mean Shinji's buddies?
No, Gendo, like no, dude, no,
What
like
buddies?
What are you
he's sitting
talking
there,
about?
and he's doing the finger thing, and then one of the people behind him that's like his coworkers, like they're like, "Oh, we gotta watch out for that angel." Like he
Oh,
says something
I thought you were
stupid like
talking
that.
about that one classmate that sounds like he's like from Kentucky
Oh,
or
I
something.
didn't get that far. I didn't get that far in the English dub, dude.
Okay, well,
I got through the first 5 minutes and I
sorry.
was like, "Oh, no."
I
Anyway,
don't.
we should
It's
like
so
talk
much
about
fun.
music.
Well, we
Yep.
haven't done our weeks yet. We're taking
I
too
already did
Okay,
long.
well,
mine.
to finish off mine real quick, all I did was that, then listen to Kamsa Taught a lot, and then I played a bunch of Metal Gear, and that's about it.
All right, next. What
Fair
is it?
enough. I recorded the other episode of the podcast. I'm starting a Fallout D&D thing. I set up a new vinyl setup. It's really nice, and I've been showing it off because I'm real proud of it. And yeah, I think that's it. All right.
Yo, actually, what about that EP you're working on? What about it?
What about it?
Where is it?
Where is it?
We're
Yeah, man.
getting the controversial questions here now. Just turned
Where is
into
it,
an
Frank?
interview.
Listen, listen.
You just got sat down in the interviewer's chair, and you're gonna get asked the questions now.
Listen, Jonathan and Shuka. I got something to say. All right.
That's not my full name. That's the best part. It's not even it. No one knows it.
The
Anyway,
EP will
continue.
come out when it comes out.
I see, Mr. Oak. Now,
Depression Cherry.
Whoever got
Beach
okay.
that
House.
didn't
There's
deserve it.
nothing more to say.
Depression Cherry is the latest effort from dream pop duo Beach House.
Effort's kind of a rude word.
I mean, effort.
Okay.
Effort means like you're trying and like
I
you
like this, yeah.
failed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
I like using the word
Beach House
project.
definitely wasn't trying on this
I
album.
think project is a good. Whoa, shit!
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
Wow, not so
My.
good at all. Damn. Okay,
Uh-oh.
Daddy, you take the
Here we
floor.
go.
This is.
Do you want to know
This
why
is-
Beach House wasn't trying for Depression
Here we
Cherry?
go. Here we go.
Because they didn't
Go on.
fucking need to try.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna flip it.
Hey!
I knew you were gonna
Plot
flip it.
twist. M. Night Shyamalan movie just came
Twist.
out. Here it is.
Shyamalan.
If you follow me on Instagram or Tumblr, you know I have it on vinyl already. Like, this
Yeah.
album's incredible.
Maybe it was a hey buy.
I will have to say, Beach House isn't doing anything new on this album, which is I do kind of hold to my statement. I don't
they
think they
are.
were trying. I think they stripped back some things and then just didn't add anything else. And that's my only qualm with it. The rest of it, that, and I feel like the album should have ended after PPP.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, dude, the first 6 tracks on this thing are fucking gnarly. And 6 out of 9, that's a damn good compared to some of the other shit that we've listened to this year for this podcast. That is damn good. and it's not even like a solid 6 out. Like all of the songs leading up to PPP are like incredible. Like Levitation's great, Sparks is
Levitation.
amazing,
Oh,
Space
yeah.
Song is great, Beyond Love's great, 1037's great, and PPP blows the fucking water. Okay, PPP is a really good song.
A pretty powerful song.
I was wondering where you were going with that, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this was my first Beach House album, and then I visited their back catalog because I've been sitting on this album for a little bit.
They're so good, man.
It's my favorite. I think with Beach House, it's kind of like whichever album you listen to first is gonna be your favorite. Because I listened
That's
to
fair.
Bloom and Teen Dream and Devotion, and they
I
definitely.
love Bloom.
If you've heard
Bloom.
one Beach House song, you've heard them all.
Yep. I'm back, by the way.
Yeah,
I briefly left. No one noticed.
nobody noticed.
No one.
Um,
No secret.
yeah, if you've heard one Beach House song, you've heard them all. So that's kind of how I feel about the band. I have Depression Cherry on vinyl. It's got like this really fuzzy, it's coated in velvet, and I'm petting it right now. I'm not even gonna lie. It is
That's kind of cool.
it's soft. It's really good. But yeah, I mean that's basically what I have to say about this album. It's a really good album. It sounds nice. Victoria Legrand's voice is amazing, and
Ah, so good.
not much guitar on this actually. I felt like Sparks was a bit of a misleading single because it gives
Yeah,
off
because
this.
that one did
Yeah,
have the most. It had like it was kind of. It was so nice
it
though. It
was
was
like
like
My Bloody
melodic
Valentine.
guitar.
Can
Yeah,
Yeah,
I jump off from there and just
yeah,
get
definitely.
into it?
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't. I don't like Sparks. Here's why I don't like Sparks.
Oh.
Because that's a fucking great song.
yeah.
And it makes you angry.
Daddy's anticipating what I'm gonna say next. But
Okay.
yeah, when I first heard the album, I wasn't really feeling it, and then I was in the mind state to absorb it the second time I heard it, this by osmosis, and I'm like, oh, I like it better. But the more I think about it now, some albums I like. Generally speaking, I try to not even like if we're gonna record reviews, I try to not listen to the album like within an hour of recording,
Yeah.
Sure.
just because I like the idea of if the album was memorable or in any way like if it was bad or good or something like it'll stick out of my mind.
Yeah.
I
Right.
have a pretty decent mind for remembering things and just stuff like that. Sparks is probably one of my favorite songs of the year. Is it Sparks or Spark? I think it's Spark.
Sparks.
It's
Is it
Sparks.
Sparks?
Yeah.
Like really cool, um, oddly heavy guitar. Well, not heavy, but
It's
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 MBG
heavy,
sounding.
but it's really melodic and like kind
yeah.
of
It's not like it's
got
not
like that arpeggio sort of like bouncy flounce. I'm bad at words, but you know what I mean.
that was an amazing sentence. I wish you would say it again. But yeah, like it just rips through things in a really interesting way, and then what kind of those aren't keys. It's like an organ, like it's. I can't. I know what
It's
instrument
an
it is.
organ.
Are you talking about the?
Is it
It's
an
an organ.
organ?
Yeah, it's an
Okay,
organ.
so it is an organ. I think it's just the effects. The effects are
Yeah.
Right.
smartly done, but the rest of the album is okay. In where I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, this is another shoegaze like song. Okay, and then there's another shoegaze like song. Okay,
I
I feel
understand
like
that
that,
with like 7 through 9, but like I don't understand it how you can say like with like 1037, which is like baroque. That is baroque pop. It's organ and it's got a call and response to it. It doesn't like I feel like Sparks is like the only like shoegazy song. I feel like the rest of it's kind of dream poppy.
yeah.
I mean, at some point we're kind of splitting hairs. If we're, I mean,
Yeah.
shoegaze like they're not mutually exclusive. Shoegaze can be dream pop, and dream pop can
Yeah,
be
yeah,
shoegaze.
yeah. But like, there's not
So
like when
like
I
I'm
think
like,
shoegaze, I think like wall
yeah,
of
if you're talking about
sound,
like
and
yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking about that. Like I mean, I've listened to a lot of shoegaze, so I'm just thinking of all the possibilities like slow dive and chapter house and fucking not chapter house, but I always say chapter. No, it is chapter house
yeah.
and like ride and shit like that. Like I've listened to like a lot of thing, and I'm always on the hunt for that new shit. For that new
And
shoegaze. I
and
love
yeah, yeah,
shoegaze.
yeah. And I get how this album could sound generic because like on the first couple listens, I didn't. It was there was a lot of songs that like just didn't stand out to me, and I still definitely feel about that way about the latter half of this album.
Yeah.
The latter half is weak. Wildflower,
Yeah.
Bluebird, and Days of Candy just bleed into each other. There's nothing there for me. but with like PPP and Space Song, for instance, I mean those two songs are so different. It's kind of hard for me to say, like this is. I don't necessarily think this is your typical.
Space Song is actually pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. It reminded me
I
of
remember the chorus.
Spiritualized, and not just because space and then ladies and gentlemen we're floating in space, but like it had a gospel feel to it almost. Like that, like I felt like it could be played in a church and it wouldn't be
Is
like
that the one where the
unfitting.
chorus has like the sort of really drawn out like guitar things? Like the guitar phrases where the notes are really sort of retound where it's like a streaking like I'm trying to I think I know what the song is. I don't know. I don't really see the gospel
Space
in
Song
it.
is the one with and gospel was the wrong word. I meant like hymn, like hymnal. Like it sounds like it could
Okay.
be played like at
I,
a
I can
church.
I can kind of see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually.
Space Song is the one with the arpeggiating organ. The do
Dun,
do
dun,
do
dun,
do
dun,
do
dun,
do
dun,
do do.
dun. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So that is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
That song's all right. That song's actually pretty good, but I don't know. I thought I had it there for a second. I thought I had grabbed onto its foot, but maybe I let it go a bit. I
I can
feel like some of the
understand that.
arrangements are
Yeah.
interesting.
I liked it. Like, I didn't like it
I
as
don't see
much
any
as
way.
Bloom. I didn't like it
That
as
was
much as Team
was that their
3.
last record?
Bloom was their last one, right?
Yeah,
That was like
Yeah.
their 2012 one, right?
Well,
Something like that.
something like that.
I heard some songs
Um,
after. Actually, that's that. Yeah, I've
I
heard the
think it
songs I've heard of
is.
that better.
I think it is. Like Danny was saying, like that it wasn't any different, but I think it is a little bit. I think it's a little lighter than Beach House typically is, and kind of like I don't want to say sillier, but a little sillier.
I
Just like the title of it, I don't
yeah.
know. And then like even with song titles like Space Song and like whatever. I don't know. I think it's a little lighter than they usually are. And like but not as atmospheric. Like you said stripped back
Yeah.
earlier
Stripped back
and
is I
yeah,
think the best way to sum
definitely.
this album up.
And I think that is sort of different like for them specifically. Like stripping back
Yeah.
all of their atmospheric sounds is
Yeah.
kind of like a lot of what they go for.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely
And I
different.
think it makes it, but they still have the signature, like, sort of drony things that are going
They
on that makes it
yeah.
fantastical.
Like it's the same
But,
formula is was more so
yeah,
what I meant actually.
okay,
Yeah,
for
like
sure.
songwriting.
Right. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I liked it. It's not their best, but I enjoyed it a lot. I thought PvP was really cool with, like, that weird, like, kind of spoken word thing going on.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
And
like
then the
the ends.
slippery, slippery sort of, I don't know, it was interesting.
The end was very post rocky. Just
Yeah.
that
yeah.
melody, just down, down,
Yeah.
down, down, and it builds up and shit.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
the highlight of this album for me. I fucking
Oh
love
yeah.
that.
That was a cool song. I
Mm-hmm.
liked it. But yeah, no, I thought it was really good. Like this year has been pretty. I haven't been too angry about anything that I've heard this year.
I really didn't think I was gonna like this album that much, honestly, and it's just grown on me. It absolutely. I played it like 3 times. It's really short. I like it. It's short and to the point and
Yeah, short
concise.
is good.
It's
Not like Mac DeMarco short. Not that short. This is like good short. Like
I
when
mean, well,
short.
that's in defense of Mac DeMarco. I mean, that wasn't a full album.
That was a mini album.
It wasn't. It
Okay.
wasn't. It's like a
what the
basically an
fuck is a
extended EP.
mini album?
It's a
Jesus
mini
It's an
Christ.
album.
EP. Essentially, it's an extended
He
EP.
didn't label it as an EP though.
Okay,
I mean, they
All
labeled it a mini
Delighted
album.
People is longer than it.
And I mean,
That's an
All
EP.
Delighted People is sort of an outlier, and Sufjan is weird. That's
Yeah.
just we have to accept that.
All right, fair
Yeah, you
enough.
can't count those outliers.
But I mean, let's face it, another one was just one song.
Yeah,
Uh, I don't think
another
that's. I
one.
think that's a weird glass house argument.
Oh, it was.
I don't know because I.
It definitely was. I'm not denying that.
All
Oh,
right
it
then.
was.
Somehow I respect
Oh,
that more.
it was.
Oh man.
Beach House was good. What did you? Who
What about
hasn't?
you, Robert?
RJ.
Robert,
Uh,
man.
this was my first beach house experience. Even though
That's
I've heard
interesting.
about people loving Bloom so much, but I just still haven't gotten to it.
It's
Mhm.
an interesting.
Whatever, someday. But I thought this was really good. I didn't expect to like some of the songs as much as I did because like Sparks is definitely one of the best songs of the year, especially for its genre.
Oh yeah.
Because like that one organ part that kicks in like 40 seconds in after the guitar part, it's like
Guitar part is
"Ba-na-na."
nice. The way they come together, fuck.
Like
Yeah,
it's so good.
the build up
That's
is
like
really
that's
Oh,
like second best moment in the
and right
album.
up, yeah,
Give
like
me the
right up
whole.
to the chorus whenever just like a spark, and then the guitar
Give
kicks
me the
back in.
whole fucking album like that. Just phrase it differently. There are ways to just work with literally one element in an album
Mhm.
and just fucking rearrange it
No,
into
yeah,
a
it was a
beautiful.
misleading single without a doubt because the rest of the album does
Yeah,
not sound like that.
it's
Yeah.
Mhm.
kind of a bait and switch, which won't be the only thing we're talking about. But we'll see that for later.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Anyway, Robo Man, continue.
I thought Levitation was also a pretty solid song.
I like
Probably third
Levitation.
best song. I thought it was a really good song.
Mhm.
But Sparks kind of overtook the. I don't know. I don't know. I think Sparks is second
Fucking
best. But PPP is like is the ending is like outstanding.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
They
like
really should
every
have.
time
They
it
should have ended it
ends.
after that.
Yeah,
After
they
that.
really should have. Like
That's like that would have
Yeah,
been
I
a
think
great
so as
ending
well.
song.
it reminded me of Irene off Bloom,
Yeah.
which has a similar like structure to it, where just at the end it's just this building riff that just gets bigger and bigger, and until it's explosive. And
Right.
oh man, I love it. I love it when Beach House does this because they need to do it more.
Beach
I
House is good.
Like
Beach pause.
if tracks 7 through 9 were gonna be there, they should have just been before
yes,
PPP.
yes, I
Like
completely
that would
agree
have
there.
been that's like the only real track listing, I guess, error like fault. Because like
Yeah.
7 through 9, I don't care for those songs.
Oh,
They're whatever.
Wildflower's a good song. It's just
I
it.
mean, they're not bad. They're just
Okay, do you remember on
uh,
Jenny Death whenever you followed up the powers that be with those two Beyond Alive and
oh yeah.
Centuries of
I
Damn?
liked Beyond Alive.
Yeah, they're not like bad songs or
No,
anything,
but
but
no, yeah,
that
exactly. It
positioning is
should have
fucking
ended
terrible.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the same way
But
about this. Yeah.
other than that, everything else is pretty solid and it has some great moments. And overall, it's a pretty good album, and that's how I feel.
Are we ready to
It's
move on to
just
closing statements?
uh
Mm,
yeah. I'm
I said all I have to say, really.
All right, RJ, take it away.
I think this is a pretty good album with quite well. I'd say few really standout moments, but the standout moments are, really great. And the rest that isn't as great is still pretty solid, so it all makes out for a pretty good album. I'm feeling a 7 out of
Oh
10.
wow, what a
Wow.
shock! You
Wow.
fuck.
I don't know. It's almost an 8, but it just doesn't get quite there.
I understand that.
One day, maybe
What
one
was
day.
your okay? I want to start doing this, but what's your favorite song and your least favorite song?
Favorite song, I'm gonna say Sparks,
Okay.
and least favorite, I'm gonna go with the one that I remember the least, and it's probably Bluebird.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Oh yeah, shit! I totally forgot about that
Yeah,
song.
yeah, that
Yeah.
song.
Wow.
I mean, Days of Candy has like a choir, so you can kind of remember it.
Hmm.
Wildflower is like a good song, but Bluebird is just. It sounds like something that would be on the Kingdom Hearts soundtrack.
Wow.
Yeah. Maddie, what did you think of Depression Cherry? Final thoughts?
um. I liked it. It's not my favorite beach house. Sorry, I just took a bite of food.
That's fine.
No,
I need to do
Um.
that.
we can tell.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh yeah,
I
cooking.
liked it. I liked it a lot. It's not my favorite, but it's pretty good. And I thought it was kind of different, a little lighter than usual.
Mm-hmm.
And my so I'll give it like a 7.5.
All right.
That point
And
five
what
then.
was your favorite song and your least favorite?
Favorite song? Sparks.
Okay.
It's just a fucking dope single, but I also really, really liked PPP.
Mm-hmm.
Thought that was a cool track. And then my least favorite. Oh my god, I just forgot.
Bluebird.
RJ just said it, and I just yes, thank you.
I
He
only
just said it, and I fucking forgot
I'm
it.
only
So that's
remembering it because I'm looking at the record right
It's
now.
that forgetful, I
Yeah.
guess. Yikes.
Chewy, what are your final thoughts on Depression Cherry?
Uh, It's okay. I don't really know what I was expecting. I've heard Bloom. I've heard bits and pieces of it, and I like what I heard from that. I just I didn't feel too strongly about the album. Ultimately, there's songs I'm forgetting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I didn't
Hmm.
feel it.
Yeah.
Ultimately, I feel like that's one different about the album. Like I can't even do the thing I normally do. Where I can like remember certain the way certain structures go and
Sure.
certain themes. Like it became sort of a weird wash for me. Where it's like a lot of no, yeah, weird. A wash is a good example. Not a wash. It's like oh, it's terrible. But just sort of a blend that's kind of indecipherable for me. So like I'll give it a 5. But I didn't
Fair
hate
enough.
it at all.
Yeah.
I just don't have any strong feelings. And the one strong feeling I have, like I feel like 4 of those marks are just for Sparks alone
Mm-hmm.
because it's so good.
Hmm.
That's a
And
good song.
then Blueberry Muffin Bird, Bluebird. There you go.
Yeah.
Blueberry Muffin. Oh my god,
All right.
man, I'm tired.
I'm noticing a trend here in these faves and least faves.
Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen with mine. Uh,
What's your score, Dan?
I really liked it. I'm honestly, I've been listening to it for a while now. I've been kind of wanting to talk about it for a little bit, just because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did, and it's got two of my favorite songs of the year on it. You know,
Wow.
Sparks and PPP. They're both phenomenal songs. They're really, really good songs. I think the only weakness in it is, just the positioning of those last three tracks, and specifically Days of Candy is a weak closer compared to to PPP. It's a weak closer. But other than that, I'm feeling an 8 on this one.
Okay.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. My favorite
Nice.
song is definitely PPP, and least is Bluebird. I mean, who saw that coming?
So we all love that song Bluebird.
Exactly.
At Beach House, we love it.
uh, Bluebirds, those are animals. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Oh man,
That's an animal.
they're
Um,
birds.
yeah, and another animal is a foal.
Is that
Foals
an
are
animal?
actually just
For
no, they're
real?
baby. They're
I think
baby
that's what's a
deers.
card. A kind of.
It's not a kind of
That's a
animal.
foil, you fool.
It's a fucking tight. It's a baby.
It's
A
a it's a
baby
it's a young
horse.
horse.
Did anyone
I
hear
don't
what he
know
just
much
said?
about. I don't know much about fowls.
No, I'm sorry. I can't let that happen. Alright, repeat what you said.
I don't remember.
You said it's a type of card. It's not a fucking Pokemon.
Oh, yeah,
God
I just said a
damn
type
it.
of card, and I was
Not a
like,
foil,
I was like,
man.
I don't even remember I said that, but I just said it.
Wow.
God damn it! God
I
damn it,
was
RJ.
wondering if anybody noticed, but of
You could have.
course.
No, of course
I
What's like
heard
rule
you, but I
two about
didn't. I
me?
didn't know you were referencing
Nah,
like hollow cards because that's what
nah.
we call them.
You gotta watch. Always be watching. I'm always watching. You think I'm not? That's when
My
I'm
Good
God.
definitely
enough.
watching. When you don't think I'm watching, I pay attention to all this shit.
RJ, what did you think of what went down by Foals?
Uh, well, I'm not exactly sure what went down here,
Oh,
I know you're a
Hey.
fucking idiot. That's what went down. God damn it.
but
jeez.
this is also my first fouls experience.
I'm joking. I
I
love RJ. That might get bad. It might get bad real quick. Let's just keep
and,
going. Go on,
and
RJ.
I don't know. I don't have really any strong feelings about this album. I thought there was like one song that I was really into, and that was Mountain at My Gates.
That was a good song. That
And
was,
What Went Down itself was a pretty alright song, but everything else besides maybe A Knife in the Ocean, it just nothing really caught my interest too much.
mhm.
But you know it's it's not really. It's just kind of your average indie rock that has some post-punk feelings in them. The guy's voice is okay. Everything else is like all of the performances are fine. It's just nothing's really sticking with me. I don't have
Mhm.
I don't feel one way or another about it. Besides the Mount on My Gates, which is a pretty good song. I like that song. I could say I like that song. I can't say that for like the rest of these songs. The rest of them are just okay. I wouldn't mind if this was on. And that's just kind of generally how I feel about it.
I thought that if Mountain at My Gates was on an acoustic guitar with some banjos, it could have fit right in place on Babel.
I
Jesus,
thought, yeah.
Babel.
I liked Mountain My Gates. I thought that was an okay song. I am not huge on Foals. They're just kind of. like RJ said, they're just sort of average. They're, yeah, I don't know. There are bands that are better. Like Two Door Cinema Club is awesome, as far as like British sort of, indie sort of
Third
rock,
wave post punk.
whatever. Yeah, we got Bombay Bicycle Club. They're awesome. Block Party's alright. Two
Uh,
Door Cinema Club's great. Foals.
I don't know if there's any of these things, but I will bide my time. This tea bag I found in
I
my
like
drawer.
Helicopter and Guitar Hero 3. That was the first song I
Now,
100%.
Silent Alarm is a great album. That whole album is good.
I'm not a
The block
big
party.
Foals lady. It's not my
I wasn't
my
even really
jam.
aware of their existence.
But like this album was like, it was like billed as them going dark. Like
Was
this
it
is their
really? I
dark.
didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Oh my god, yeah. It's like so
It
billed as like
was.
this is their emergence into like dark music. And
That's
it's not fair to like compare it to the actually fucking dark things that I've listened to.
Frozen
Just even in
Niagara
the
Falls.
scope of this, yeah. Like it's not fair to compare to them to that. But like listening to this whole album and then thinking about how they were billing it as like dark foals, I was like, this is so
Dark.
mild. And with the exception of like the first two songs are kind of like whatever. What Went Down is pretty okay, and like it is kind of darker than they usually go for their normal sound, but it was so. Other than those two songs, the rest of the album was just like them going back to like what they do, and it sounded not great. It sounded sort of like way like kind of like Mumford and but like bad Mumford and Sons.
Oh,
It
Jesus
sounded
bad.
Christ.
God, calling it
I
bad.
bad Mumford and
don't
Like,
agree
Sons,
with
and a
that
not
little
even calling
bit
it
at
Mumford and
all.
Sons, but
no,
calling
and a
it
little bit like of Coldplay.
I can
No,
feel that.
I don't see any of these things. But then
Uh,
I
again,
could see
I guess
Mumford and Sons, but I can't. I don't know about Coldplay.
seriously,
I
Maybe.
guess
listen
it's
to my
just
listen to
about
Mountain at My Gates and then listen to a song off Babel. And if that had an acoustic guitar, I'm telling you, that would fit
okay.
right in.
Yeah,
So
no, but the last songs of the album really emerge on like super not feeling just sort of what is the word? Typical,
Generic.
generic, thank you.
Yeah.
Coldplay. E.
Coldplay like.
Sorry, Foles. You guys are okay. But as far as people who come out of Oxford, y'all aren't Tom York. So
I know
that's
what
that.
this is.
I didn't know that this was billed as Foles' dark album, which is really
Yeah, I
funny to
didn't know
me because I've been
Yeah.
listening to a lot of Bauhaus recently. Like
either.
Yeah.
I've,
Oh
I've
man.
I've been going on a post punk kick, and so I've been listening to a lot of Bauhaus and a lot of
That house is the shit.
like 80s Swans. And so
Yeah.
now that I know that this is their dark album, I'm kind of like having a cheeky Nando's right now. Cuz Jesus Christ, this is like
I
it
think on
sounds like
iTunes
it's like
it
as
like
dark as like the
says
Twilight soundtrack. Like it's
I think on iTunes like the description even says I'm gonna look right now. It like says it's their hold
uh
up.
I take notes
Valve's
when I
gone
listen to
edgy.
albums though. Like for the podcast I take notes. I try to I do
Mm,
my first listen notes, and then just the more I get, the more I edit them down. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't edit these notes at all because I think my first impression of this album was it's what I'm feeling on it because I have not felt the need to revisit this album many times at all. I've listened to it I think 3 or 4 times, and I think I finally got it down. Uh, it just sounds like Death from Above light to me,
Hmm.
like which is saying something honestly.
right.
Uh, Specifically, there were a couple of songs that just downright I was like, I don't really need to experience this again. Um, for Birch Tree, I wrote down, yeah, Snow Hayo by the Chili Peppers. What if we just took that song, made it indie, like added in some generic vocals and a sick drum beat? Yeah, like that's good. Uh, and there's a song called Albatross. Uh, I prefer Albatross by Fleetwood Mac. It's a good song. This song
Yeah.
was nothing. There were a lot of songs that I listened to and I was like, I feel like I've heard this before and I've never listened to this album before. Like nothing
Hmm.
grabbed me. And I messaged RJ and I was like, am I being? I know how I can be when I listen to music, especially for the podcast. I know how I can fucking be. So I messaged RJ and I was like, "Is anything grabbing you on this, or does it just sound like generic to you?" And he was like, "I mean, honestly, no." So I knew I wasn't like going crazy, and really, that's all I have to say about this album. It wasn't a pain to listen to, but
No.
because we've listened to terrible things that were awful to sit through, uh, but like, it's just like, okay, I could have, I could have never heard this album, and I've already heard this album. I feel like
Ooh.
I feel like if it had came out in like 2005 or 2006, like when that like kick of bands like Jet and like the
Yeah.
Kinks, uh, if it would have just washed away, and I would have never heard of it. It would have just got drowned out in that oversaturation because to me it's just overproduced, uh, post punk that it's not like there was no edge to it almost. I will
Mhm.
say, What Went Down had a really nice guitar tone. I liked the
Yeah.
guitar tone on that song a lot. And that song did have a bit of a kick to it. It started off with like this weird like wavering drone almost that was like it was
I should find what went down.
yeah
Yeah,
uh
I like that little background drone that there was there. I like that.
yeah like I dug it. But there were other songs where I was like, okay, Death from Above wants their guitarist that you kidnapped. Like,
That's why they don't have any.
yeah, like I just it like to
Wait.
me
Sorry. Which Disney Bob are we talking about?
1979.
They don't have a guitarist.
Yeah, I know that because Foals kidnapped their
Ooh.
guitarist.
Nice.
But
Hey.
but it's just like, I don't know. To me, this album just sounds like Hot Topic eyeliner. Like, it's there.
Doesn't go on right.
Yeah.
But you can use it if you run out of good eyeliner.
I don't know. I'm not feeling anything about this album, and it sucks when that happens. Because at least with like drones or something, I was like hating it, and it was fun.
God, at least I hated it.
Actively hating things
Yeah.
is
Jesus
great.
Christ. This is
No,
bleak.
come on. You guys
But I
have
mean, it
never
is
like
more fun.
yeah, that album is
No,
so
I mean
fun.
it is.
Have
It
you
shouldn't
never?
be, but it is.
Yeah, like, oh, it's so bad it's good, and like,
Yeah.
No, no, not with
Okay, not with both.
not
Definitely with
with
that
Your
Disturbed
ass.
single, though.
okay,
yeah.
yeah, that Disturbed
Oh
single and Your
shit.
Ass Belongs to Me Now. That doesn't crack you guys up because it fucking cracks me up.
Oh,
Just
man.
Never
everything
forget
about
that.
drones. Need to listen to drones again.
But yeah,
Funny album.
that's kind of like, you guys remember whenever you listen to that electronic, like that, not electronic, that Mumford Goes Amplified album.
Oh,
Don't
right,
even
that
talk
one.
to me about
I
that
feel like
album.
these two albums are almost in the same vein of that. Like, I
Yeah
just
or not?
No,
I
I
don't know about that.
actively
That,
hated.
oh, you
that
did?
guy from
Oh,
TKO.
that new Mumford album
Yeah.
You
is
sat through that
fucking
thing, man?
awful. I sat through that whole. We talked
No, I'm
about
talking
it
to
on the
Danny.
podcast.
Yeah, it's Danny. I mean,
Oh,
No, I've listened to a couple tracks off it, and I was like, okay, this is nothing.
it's the fucking worst thing that they've ever done.
Oh, for a second I thought you were just gonna say it's the worst thing, and I was like, ah, no, I beat that Best Coast.
Oh,
okay.
But
bringing
You're
but
back
just
yeah,
taking
old
shots
bad
at Chewy
scores.
tonight.
no, I'm
I'm
not
thinking.
taking shots at Chewy. Jesus Christ.
And there, he's there.
Okay, fine. Let me go
He's
ahead and
waiting.
re-say everything then. Uh, if it weren't for Chewy, I would have never listened to Currents, and that's one of my favorite albums of the fucking year. So it's not that.
To
Okay.
that destroyer, but no one wants this the destroyer. But that's
I'm
Anyways,
gonna
I don't
those are
want
listen.
to
my
listen to
thoughts on
anything
this
because of
album.
Metal Gear.
That's also a very valid argument. That's I don't even
Chewy,
know.
it's
I'm
your
reading.
turn to talk
I
about
could be
Yeah.
playing
Foals.
metal.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, foils.
Foils.
I always say foils. I don't
Fouls.
even know. Foils.
Foals. Foals.
With this record, I don't think it was built as darker. It was built as like less planned, less
It was
a
billed
little
as their
dirtier.
heaviest,
It
heaviest.
is though. In I'm not saying it's heavy, but like I've listened to almost all their records. It's the problem with this album is they don't go far enough.
I've listened to a
That's
couple.
the problem.
Yeah,
Like I actually
exactly.
like Total Life Forever a lot. I think that's their best record. That was their second record. Um, because I
Mhm.
like their weird. Because the whole thing with this sort of this weird new brand of art rock in Britain, where it's like indie-tronics, but it's also like guitar based. So people like Django Django and everything for whatever reason people name themselves twice. But yeah, and then Foals was the people who basically they're the one that kind of headlined that stuff. So that everything record really owed the debt to the older Foals stuff. And I actually like the older Foals stuff, especially the weird ambiance of Total Life Forever. This record it has some moments that I liked a lot. It has some moments that were similar to the old stuff, which is sort of weird like icy groove based stuff. Like it's definitely like I mean their last record when they went all out dance punk, like that was thing, and
Yeah.
now they've mixed it with a different thing here. So I think excuse me, Night Swimmers is probably their close to the, oh right, that's Falls I know, and it's good,
Yeah.
but it's like you should have went further. Like yeah, like the songs like What Went Down and Mountain at My Gates and some of the tones on like even Snake Oil or something, where the guitar is edgier, not edgy, but it's like it's rougher. It's sharper, and it's like even in the lyrics, the lyrics are more defined. Most of the lyrics are very nebulous, like intentionally nebulous, especially like I don't know. I think Total Life Forever is. No, actually, I'm not gonna recommend that. But I think that's a good album in this weird, totally nebulous thing where things just pass through it. It doesn't have a definite shape, but it's it's just like the image of that album is like the album cover is just like this. It's an ocean, and I think that is really evocative of what it's like listening to it, the way the waves go through that thing. But this record, uh. For my review on 90 Mag, I do this
Mhm.
thing where I put a subtitle that's either a pun or it's directly relating to the album, what I have to say
Right.
about it. So for that, I put the Konami code. I just entered the Konami code into the title because they really don't know which way they're going.
Yeah.
Like it went down, down, then up, and then you know the rest. And it's like,
If
well,
you swipe instead.
if you wanna commit to fucking just going like, yo, Blur, can we borrow your guitar style for a bit? Do it because it sounds
Yeah.
good. If you want to go Graham Coxon or some shit on it, then do that because it's good. It works. But it's a little too confusing in terms of what they actually wanted. And I think it waters down toward the end gradually in terms of the sort of transgression. Like even in the song, like themes, like Knife in the Ocean kind of returns to more of their nebulous like lyrics where this is more like nihilistic, like Knife in the Ocean. This entire song about insurmountable odds. Like, you know, we stab the ocean. I mean, like, well, actually, scale presents itself in a lot of ways. Like mountain at my gates, and certain things like adversity appear, which is interesting that they're going for more direct lyricism. The only problem is they didn't just go straight up with the sonic texture to match, and I
Yeah.
think that's a problem, and it's kind of unfortunate because I have to wonder if they went really far in the direction, and kind of the album cover might be indicative of how far they may have possibly gone. Because the album cover is actually weirdly unsettling. It's just
Mhm.
like this weird faded blue background with some shapely ink thing
Yeah.
rising from the ground. It's fucked up looking. Like, what is that?
I
That
wish
looks
the
like a
album would have given more of that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
like not even like it doesn't need to be like power electronics or something like that, but
No.
like that evokes a certain
Right.
image, and they've
Maybe not
gotten
that.
really good at evoking image from their album like
Hmm.
covers. Like
Mhm.
they're good at doing it. And I was waiting for that moment to happen more. It starts off that way, and this is the part where I said earlier we're gonna talk about misdirections. Um, when I talked about Sparks, what went down is also misdirection. Like it's like that's not what the whole album is like at all, and I think that's the biggest problem. It's interesting to me that you guys. It's like it's the inverse now because you guys liked Shit. The Preston Cherry a lot, and I didn't feel like anything to me.
Sure.
Felt like kind of generic shoegaze, and now we flipped it, and so now it's just feeling nothing to you guys. So that's a nice like contrast. Um,
We go
I
for
think it's
dissenting opinions here on
it's an
Pretentious
okay
Taste.
it's an
We all
okay
hate each
album.
other. That's the secret.
It's an okay album. I just felt like there could be more. I feel like they have it in them to be interesting. I've heard interesting records from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
There's a couple. There was the one you mentioned. Their second album is pretty good.
Yeah, Total Life Forever is a good album. I think they some people call them like, oh, there's like Radiohead in training. I think they're not anywhere even
No.
close to as good as Radiohead. But I can see what they're saying in a way because the stuff they've
Right.
experimented with, it has fostered people who are like, oh, we should do that too. Like
Right.
that in the same way Radiohead has. The only problem is they're not they they're not shifting gears in the same way. And I guess
No,
that's not even
they're not
fucking
taking risks. They
yeah.
gotta take some
What went down?
risks.
It is a
Especially
pretty
for a
safe.
genre like post punk, like I don't know, it kind of it.
I don't know. I don't. It's post punk, but not. Like, that's. I think that's only
It's
one of the elements.
yeah.
That's only one of
Well,
Yeah.
even art rock. I mean, just like that. Maybe it was because it was built to me as something else, and I didn't get what I was expecting.
Yeah.
That might have
Right.
left a sour taste in my mouth because
I feel like
it,
I
it
feel like you know what it was, kind of though.
no, because you know, you told me it was post punk ish, like art rocky, and then I went online and a lot of people were describing it as post punk art rock as well, and I was like, huh, well, whatever I get, at least it'll be unique, and it felt like just indie rock, like it felt, and
Well,
not even indie rock in the sense of like indie rock, but like what the radio would call indie rock, like Imagine Dragons or something, like
Yeah.
that's a
um,
lot of the songs I like. There's
I
one
think
song that even I said like it sounds like Imagine fucking Dragons. Yeah, Snake Oil, for instance. The uh, Albatross at the beginning for some reason sounded like Line in a Coma, but like I just I don't know. Like I felt it was so watered down. I couldn't tell what I was listening to.
I don't know. I feel like it's having expectation for post punk is like having expectation for alternative rock. Like the
Yeah.
label almost means nothing.
No, well, but it means that I'll at least experience a certain sound, and the sound that I
Yeah.
was getting was like it wasn't a unique sound. Like if somebody told me, like if you look at the other like post punk revivalist bands, like Interpol, Ice Age, and the Strokes, those bands are all completely different. Like when it comes to
Right.
sound, and you know, I would definitely say that Foals is definitely in that post punk revivalist like area because I can tell what they're trying to do, but they don't have a unique sound to them, and that's my complaint with it. Is that I'm not hearing anything new. I'm just hearing shit that I've heard before. Like, does that am I making sense or am I just
Yeah,
I no,
when
you
you're
make
saying
sense
that,
for sure.
yeah, when you're
okay?
saying
I
that,
mean,
because we keep cutting each other off, but I feel like Maddie has a more formed idea, and I'm just gonna stumble into something eventually, like normal.
I I know what you mean because like I have heard Foals be good and interesting, and so is Chewy, and this isn't. This is sort of, but the depressing thing is that it kind of was billed to me as different and interesting, and then it wasn't, and then that's sort of just disappointing. And yeah, I mean the labels like post punk or alternative rock, they're superfluous. You know, there's no like real definitive thing that you're gonna hear, but with bands like Foals who don't get as much radio play as like Imagine Dragons or something. You know, they're a little less popular. You think like, oh, well, maybe they're gonna be like something different. Like that's why they don't get played as much. But it's really just because this album isn't great. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that sums it up pretty well. At least my opinion of it is just
I don't think it's great either, and I actually like Falls, so I mean
and
I'll start it off. Uh,
yeah, maybe I should visit their back catalog because if this isn't a great example of Foals, then you know I'm always
Wait a
interested in
second, you
hearing
didn't
it.
say Total Falls Forever,
I
Total Life
I
Forever.
heard a couple songs off their debut and I was like, oh okay, this is something. It reminded
God
me of
damn it!
Block Party.
Tell you listen to that second album. That's when you listen to. But anyway, what went down? I'm feeling a 6.5.
All right. What are your? Did you have any
It's
fave
little.
and least faves?
You know what? I'm actually gonna pare that back to a 6. I think a 6.5 is too strong.
All right.
Favorite. Hmm, for whatever reason, I liked. Actually, London Thunder was okay. That's not my favorite. What went down? It's really good.
Okay.
And least favorite, probably snake oil or albatross or some shit.
Mm-hmm. RJ, what were you feeling on this?
Uh, uh, Going into this album, I expected something more interesting. Maybe it was because of my peripheral vision of the reception that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
But going into it after the first two songs, I got not certainly not what I expected. Not really in a good way. But it had some two or two and a half decent moments that I'm feeling. Uh, which brings me to my score actually.
Oh God, really?
So I'm gonna give my lowest score that I've given on
A
PT. I'm
7.
Shit.
giving this a 5.
Oh,
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say 2.5 for a
I'm like,
second.
damn,
Yeah,
Oh,
I
RJ.
was gonna
It
say
was.
that.
It
I
wasn't.
thought
oh
you
yeah,
said
It,
two
that kind of
moments, and I was like, oh my.
like I said,
yeah.
it
That was
wasn't. It wasn't horrible. Like, damn.
yep horrible.
What
Give
were
me
your
two and a
favorite?
half on a 5-star scale.
Yeah. What were your fave and least faves?
Mountain at My Gates and any of the songs that weren't What Went Down, Mountain at My Gates, and The Knife in the Ocean.
Damn.
Just the tracks from 3 to 9, those.
3 to 9.
I
Oh
feel the
my
exact
dude.
same way though. My favorite song was What Went Down, and then my least favorite was the rest of it, except for None of My Gates was alright.
And what are you feeling number wise?
4, probably.
Okay. That's 2 4s in a week, or in consecutive episodes.
But who gave the other 4?
She gave it to another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think this is the most collectively we felt like lukewarm about something.
Yeah, I mean, I should be in the high end of the spectrum, but it's like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I
This
mean,
is
I guess I'm
6 to
I'm
high
I'm feeling a
spectrum.
5 on
Like
this
ever,
because it wasn't like painful, but it wasn't like I'm not like
No,
I
it
don't want
wasn't
to go back to it.
Yeah,
yeah.
Right.
I kind of don't either, and that's you know what I've actually yeah, I'm probably the most disappointed here, and I really think about it because I was actually looking forward to this album. It's not bad, but
Yeah.
hell, guys, Holy Fire was way better than this album. The hell is this thing? The weird halfling.
You know what was really good though? Currents was really good. It is really good. I'm still listening to it.
Every now and then I pop on the moment. I'm like, yeah,
Oh man, there was a really good remix of "Let It Happen" that came out recently, done by
yeah. I just saw
Soulwax,
news that
and
like
it was
a day.
fucking good. I really enjoyed that. And that's part of our that's part of a little segment we do on PT every now and then called the news. So let's get into some
Welcome
news.
back to Pretentious News.
Fuck.
Oh my.
So I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, but Whitney Houston is getting her very own hologram for
Isn't that
Oh.
like
Making
super brand new news like this year? This year, like this day,
this
this
was
day
today.
of days.
Yeah.
Why did I say it like that? This day?
So she's getting her own hologram.
Yeah.
What does that even
Didn't
mean?
Chief
Um,
Keef like running a weird clone army of holograms or some
yeah,
shit?
Chief Keef is planning on invading the southern USA with holograms,
Mm.
and one of his weaponized holograms is Whitney Houston. He's actually it's the Keef unit, is what they call themselves, and they have Sniper Houston, uh,
Yes,
Decoy
that needs to
Tupac.
happen. Someone make that.
Les
Someone make that
Armstrong.
happen. Someone make
Oh
Sniper
man,
Houston happen.
Sniper Houston.
What was the first hologram that like wowed
It was
everybody?
Tupac.
Tupac. That shit was
That was
Was it
scary,
Tupac.
man.
Tupac?
I didn't
Yeah,
I
like.
thought I thought it was Tupac.
yeah.
I was
And
frightened.
then there was like a Michael Jackson one, or there was an
Actually, no.
Elvis
I
one.
think
Yeah.
Michael Jackson was the first one I think about.
I'm
Actually.
pretty sure Paul McCartney is one.
Oh wow, shit.
Hey, that was layered. That was a layered joke.
Yep,
Well done.
I try. Uh, I picked up Paul McCartney's 2 on vinyl just so I can have temporary secretarial. Fucking
Wow,
wax.
that's dedication.
Oh, you think that's the? I'm gonna try and get my hands on fucking Smooth.
Oh man.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
oh god, this isn't in the docket. Fucking Evangelion soundtrack got put on vinyl like 2 days ago.
Oh,
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's good. I want that.
Yeah.
I want my Cruel Angels thesis
That's
on
like that
vinyl.
could be a
Fuck.
hot
Now I
club mix. You
now I
know?
gotta go to the fucking Amoeba tomorrow. Buy it.
Good luck. It's Japan only.
Shit.
Yeah, so I'm
Go to
gonna.
your Japan amiibo.
You fucking
Oh,
Californians. Just travel by waypoint to the In and Out that's in Japan.
my waypoint.
Yeah, you just go into it. You can go into an In and Out, and then you can exit in any.
You can
In-N-Out.
fast travel.
Yeah.
Get into
Wait,
a
what?
cardboard box.
Yeah.
Get into your In and Out. They're deliver you.
That's how that
I don't
works.
know. That one hit me.
That's why.
I got dizzy by that one.
That's why
I was
Californians are so fucking impressed, man, by In and Out, because you can fast travel with them.
It's true. It's really helpful because there's one like kind of like there's one by my work and then there's also one by the Chick-fil-A. But like between my work like it's too far to drive from my work to the Chick-fil-A, so I just drive to In-N-Out and then I warp to the other In-N-Out and then I go to Chick-fil-A.
That's why In and Outs are mostly in California because
Yeah.
it's like the early access of fast travel.
Yeah.
You gotta be in California.
I like when people say my work. It sounds very British. Like, oh, I was at my work. You know, the girl from my work.
I've been told that I sound like a British person without a British accent. I don't know what that means.
Who
I
told
don't
you
know
that,
what that
and
means.
what are they smoking?
I don't. What did that? I don't know.
Like-
Rich people suck.
Oh.
I don't remember.
Oh,
What that
hey
is.
RJ, you sound like a fish, but if a fish was a human. You know what I'm saying?
That's an extreme. That's not escalation, and I appreciate it.
British people are fish? Is that what you're implying?
I'm implying that Damon
Yeah.
Albarn's a fish.
I don't even know if he's a fish. He's sort of just like reconstituted garbage. You know, too flesh.
Jesus Christ.
He's just doing his best.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, man, some like the years like 2008 to like 2011 were rough on that guy.
I mean, didn't he go
I
to
wouldn't even
China?
believe like he lived in a house. I thought he was like he got evicted like 3 years ago. He's like cricket from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He's just living on the street. He's not. He's just fucking a paid musician. What the fuck happened? You can't. It's like when I saw David Albarn like a couple years ago. I'm like, is this where the recession like got concentrated? Is this where it started? Is this him? Is he the source? That's what he looked like to me.
Wasn't he like?
Although I really
Wait,
like that album.
dude, wasn't
lot.
he like kicking a heroin addiction?
Was he?
I think so.
Oh shit! I thought that was someone
Oh,
else. I didn't even
man.
know he was addicted to heroin.
I could, yeah, I think Damon Albarn was kicking a heroin addiction, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't even know he
Oh, man,
was
that's rough. I
addicted
just
to
an
heroin.
asshole. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, he
I
was
feel like
kicking a heroin addiction.
I feel like almost
from the
every
90s.
British person was addicted to heroin at one
Oh,
point.
that's a glass house statement.
Oh, what do you? What?
Why do you guys keep saying glass house statement? Isn't it
I mean,
blanket
it's like
statement?
no
Don't you
glass house
mean
statement is like
Because
making a
beach house,
statement
glass house.
in your fucking. Wait, what did you say, RJ? Hold on a second. What did you say, RJ? Speak, RJ. Fuck. What is you put in my way? Garbage. Anyway, oh my God, you know, I don't even want your response.
I
Like,
just-
you just keep saying. What do you say, Danny?
I can't believe this.
I don't know, just keep saying glass house because it's like
I just want to quote
talking
RJ's
shit, but,
"Oh
like-
no."
Like when you say glass house, like people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones.
yeah,
But the
'cause
thing
I said
is,
about-
I'm not addicted to heroin, so I'm
That's what I
not
was
in a
saying.
glass house.
I'm like, that's what I'm like. What are you implying?
Wait a
what
wait
level
a
am I taking
second.
this at?
Wait just a second here. How is me saying that you liking bad blood's a glass house statement? I have no guilty pleasures.
No. We were talking about bad blood. No, something. It might have been no Beach House.
Phrase, glass
Talking about
house
Beach
has been
House.
used 2 times,
Were we
and
I
now
talking?
said
we're trying to find out what it means.
I can't remember what I said. I can't remember what I said. You were like, yes, and I'm like, oh shit, okay. And that caught me off guard. 'Cause you're like, I'm not hiding anything. That says something to the effect of it being derivative. Like, okay,
Wait,
what else you got? And I'm like, nothing.
I thought glass house meant like a blanket statement. I thought
No,
No.
it doesn't even make any
I
sense,
thought that
Daddy.
was a weird like
Okay.
Canadian thing, man. Okay, I just wanted to seem cool.
I mean, like, whenever I first heard it, I was wondering. I thought it meant blanket statement. I
Yeah,
was
so
like,
did I.
the way you said it, it sounded
So
like blanket statement, and I was
how do
like,
blankets work in the South?
I
I don't
was,
even.
I was
So what
trying
does
to
it mean?
think, like, how does it work? Like, was the
Popsicles
house
in a
like, are they
tire.
looking inside the house,
Yeah, I thought
It's
that
like
like it was
you're
just a big
seeing
glass house
something.
that people lived in.
or is it like,
How do I
is it like a
explain this
mirror?
idiom? Anything like you're saying or doing something when you're guilty of doing these actions.
Oh,
Exact. That's what glass house, but blanket statement is like all encompassing, like
yeah.
over generalization.
Again,
That's
I
true.
thought that was just like a weird Canadian way to say it. Like,
Fair. No, it's not fair enough. Fuck you, America.
I'm sorry, I'm being glass house with your Canadian statements.
You can't be glass house. That's not how it works.
Yeah, isn't that
Okay, this
just
is a
I'm
made up
Glass
thing
generalizing?
house.
that we're
I
doing.
am glass house.
I can't believe
We can
this.
make up the rules for Glass House right
You know,
now.
Yeah, we
you
are.
know, this used to be a
Glass
stamp.
house sounds like a genre. It sounds like a fucking
It does.
genre.
It's
Might
like
be.
witch house, but like with more like
Oh God, I
dreamy
just realized
tones.
house. I just realized it's house like the fucking. Oh shit.
It's
So many
house music.
levels.
It's house
It's
music,
like
but it
ambient
isn't very
house
bass
music.
heavy because it'll break the glass house.
It's like
Well,
it's like
no, not
IKEA.
all glass houses like isn't bass heavy. That's a very glass house statement to make about glass house.
Oh
Listen,
man.
Fucking.
I'm gonna throw a stone at this glass house
All
and
right.
watch.
Anyways, what else is in the news?
Wait a second, were the Stones glass? Okay, I'm done. I'm fucking done.
So much glass.
All
So many
right.
shards.
Speaking of Damon Albarn, he's gonna be on the new Adele. Well, he's collaborating with her or something.
I
Yo,
was just thinking
honestly,
about Adele
where
because
the
I was.
fuck is Adele?
Yeah, where the fuck is she? I was
Apparently,
just listening to
doing
the
glass
song.
house things with Damon Albarn.
That doesn't even make any sense. None of this makes sense anymore. Even when it wasn't
Listen,
making sense, it was making sense. And now it's not
I
making sense.
just
It makes sense at
threw
all.
this rock at this glass stone. The glass stone, whatever.
You can do it. You can do it.
Who cares?
You can do it.
Yeah, RJ, that was like that's the type of dude that at gym. That's my favorite thing to do. See the type of dude and then explain. And the type of dude at gym is like, man, yo, these baskets are nothing. And he tried to dunk and he hits it and he smashes his face and he goes, yo, that was just a scratch though. These J's are flat. I'm like, nah, bro. That's not how jumping works. Not at all, but okay, if that makes you feel better. That's fine. But yeah, there were rumors like randomly like 2 weeks ago. It's like, yeah, so Adele album's coming in November, and she's working with all these people. I'm like, what? How is it that we're only finding about this now?
Top
Like,
Right.
secret.
if it's coming in November, that shit's coming, and this was in August when I heard that news. So that shit has been in production for a long time.
Yeah, and he even said like in the article that I read, like he hopes she uses it. So it's not even like I guess confirmed whether or not they're doing
Yeah.
something. I think he just like sent her a lot of things, and then he's just like hoping that
So I
she
wonder
does
if
it.
this means
Adele
that
has
there's
a
like a lot
very
of
good
material.
voice.
Those voices.
It is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's incredible,
Donald Trump's doing Donald Trump again.
man. That guy just like
Mhm.
In
a
what way
weird
this time?
cow wig with a mouth.
Okay, so do you remember whenever he was using the Neil Young song without Neil Young's permission?
Oh right,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I heard about this on the radio. Just heard about this on the radio like 4 hours
He did
ago.
it
What you
again
just
with
said.
REM.
And REM flipped out.
No.
The
Yeah.
Yeah,
fuck
and
though?
REM are
And
not.
and Michael Stipe went on this like big rant, and one of the highlights, in my opinion, is go fuck yourselves, the lot of you, you sad, attention grabbing, power hungry little man.
Mm.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Ghost
Michael
it's
of
like
Michael
Stipe
Stipe.
setting the Trump straight.
Yep.
that's such a thing though with Republicans though. It's just so funny.
Yeah,
They just
it's always
do
a thing.
shit
They
like
will always use a song
just take
without
shit. Yeah,
permission.
Yeah.
They
and
Yeah,
it's
always
there
do
was
that.
Yeah.
the Eye of a Tiger thing that happened
yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
Paul Ryan did it with Rage Against the Machine or something to
Yeah.
the effect of endorsing Rage Against the Machine. Like, you are the machine, fucker. What the fuck are you talking about?
And
It's
then
Paul Ryan, right? He was running with Romney. Is it Paul Ryan? I don't know. He kind of looked like just a face.
yeah, that was Paul Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I don't even
was.
know how I remember the
Oh
fucking
yeah,
name.
it was Paul.
He was the one who was like all about that Ayn Rand bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, Radiohead has taken some studio photos.
Ah!
You guys know
Excited.
who? Okay, which one was
Nice.
Maddie and which one was Chewy?
Don't worry about it. That's what makes it great.
Don't worry about it.
That's a mystery.
We're trying out the sample of Glass House. I'm gonna work on a song later.
No, they can't be too high, or else it'll crack it.
That's true.
The experiment. That's
Stop.
that's experimental glass house. You don't know if it's gonna break your glass house.
I fucking hate this.
You know, we want the Glass House to have a little edge. You know what I'm saying?
Oh fuck.
Just a
This one will
little
make
though.
it'll make a few cracks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't want to make glass house glass house.
You know what I'm saying? You want a little buzz with that coffee.
Yeah.
You don't just want it to
You want a
be.
unique sound.
Yeah, we just, you know,
Yeah.
this is the new thing me and Maddie are starting. We're trying to get off the ground. You can find us at Bandcamp. We're currently eyeing getting signed to Sub Pop. So, you know, it's just,
Or should I say that Sub Pop is eyeing us? We can't be too cocky.
Wait, so
I
they're
think
gonna
that's
have
what-
Beach House and Glass House signed?
why
Yeah.
the
You know
fuck
what
not?
that
Look at
means?
what else Sub Pop has done. They just
Tour.
do whatever. I think they just sit,
Beach house,
like, just sit
glass
in a
house
room.
tour.
Yeah.
Oh, man. House of
International
Lords
beach
tour.
house, glass
Fuck.
house.
Also, a small band by the name of Titus Andronicus covered the
Yeah, the
weekend.
Hells.
The Hills specifically.
That song is fucked up.
I don't never listen to
Me
the
neither.
It's a
weekend,
fucked up song.
so
do not
I don't
listen
know
to
what to say about
Lookin.
this.
I like that song. I like that album a lot.
I like Titus
like,
Andronicus. I might like this. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
I don't think you will. but no, that's
He did
interesting.
cover
So
Lana
I was
Del
asking
Rey
Archie
once.
the other day. Sorry, I'm sorry, Archie. Like what did you say?
I said he did cover Lana Del Rey once.
Oh God.
Yeah,
That was a YouTube
I
video
listened
though.
to that. It was
I don't
interesting.
know. I feel like Titus, like not Titus. I feel like Patrick. He's talked about the weekend before,
I
often
think he
even. It's
has.
weird. I don't even know if he likes him or not. It's hard to tell. But he talks
I
about it
saw
all the
some
time.
tweets and I think he said some positive things.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he does like the weekend. I don't know, Patrick. Let us know what you think. Email us.
Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
share, comment.
And then finally to close
Comment
up
in the
this
box
segment
down below.
real quick, Run the Jewels performed at Banksy's Dismal Land.
I
That
saw
doesn't even
that.
sound real.
It
Uh,
I'm remembering how I was like having that series of dreams where I kept running into RJ at Run the Jewels, and every time something bad would happen, and I'm just thinking this is like the climax of that. Like I had those three
this
dreams.
is your foresight. This
Yeah.
is what happened.
This actually reminds me of that time where I had a dream where a bunch of ghosts were inhabiting a Fruit Gushers restaurant that was owned by Aphex Twin.
What
What the
did you just did you just pull a bunch of
Wait.
words like out of your head? Or are you being fucking serious?
No,
We
this,
had Mad
this was a
Libs.
dream. This was a dream.
What the fuck?
You mean fruit grusher, fucking
A
gusher like the
Fruit
candy?
Gushers restaurant
Okay, it was more
owned
like a
by
store.
Richard D. James.
Could you get fruit by the foot as well?
Not only owned by Aphex Twin, but fucking
Oh.
inhabited by ghosts.
I don't
Well,
like.
that kind of makes sense.
Actually, I don't know if yeah, it was Ghost.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been a specter.
What happened? No, this is what happened. Okay, look. Okay, I think it was more like a store because I went there with someone and we were looking at the item and you could buy like fruit gushers in bulk and stuff, you know.
Maybe it was like that country store that has like it's a restaurant but it's also a store. Do you guys have those in Georgia?
Oh
Cracker
yeah. What are
Barrel.
they called?
Cracker
Yeah.
Barrel?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That's
They're
That's a
actually good.
racist as
restaurant? I didn't
fuck.
know that.
Cracker Barrel's
They're-
racist?
You don't have Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. They have good food.
But
Yeah, the food's alright. They have those pancakes that taste like Cinnabon. I'm
Oh,
like,
fuck.
alright.
Although pancakes don't fuck themselves.
But anyways,
I'm all about
continue
waffles.
with
Oh no,
this
I'm sorry, they're French.
fucking
It's French
surreal
toast.
David Lynch bullshit dream.
David
we
Lynch.
were
That's
we were
like
in we were in the
Adam
store.
Sandler.
And then like eventually the lights just go out. And also this place is packed for some reason.
Did you ever do a
And then
show?
eventually people start getting murdered.
Keep going.
Now one of the highlights, I guess highlights of the dream was that I was
Highlights.
running
Wow.
away. I was running away. I was terrified. And then I go into this one room and I hide and one of my friends from Tumblr is there.
Which
And
one?
Anyways, I'm hiding, and then eventually, like, this is like a hallway-ish type room, and then like something just comes out of nowhere in the hallway and hits my Tumblr friend on the head and kills him, and I hide under his dead body and act like I'm dead,
Oh
and
my
it
god.
works.
Why did the ghost
You know
hitting
how
people?
in, you know
The
how in
ghost
the
doesn't make any goddamn sense.
you know how in the window liquor video where like those girls get like his face put on them.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining like Richard like
They
running
could have,
around.
they could have had that. They could have had that face because I don't know. I couldn't see. It was dark.
You know what? This
What?
is fucked up
This could have been an Apex twin on our
because
pod.
every time I saw Run the Jewels live and I ran into you, people died. Like
Jesus Christ.
the first time there was this huge. It started off normal and then it just got weird as fuck. Because the first dream, it was just Run the Jewels performed for 10 minutes. Something pissed them off, and so they got off stage. And then people started rioting, and then this one dude like went crazy and started killing everybody. And the second time, the apocalypse was happening at this Run the Jewels concert, and like there was a meteor crashing or some shit. And I ran into RJ there too, and I was like, oh, hey. And then the third time,
How is there a third time? Wasn't the world done?
dude,
Isn't it over?
it wasn't like these were
It's a
like alternate
Fallout.
timelines or something. Because I ran into
Oh,
RJ
shit.
again, and I also ran into Megna. I ran into both of them, and I run to RJ. I keep saying this, but it's hard to fucking put these thoughts into words because they're so ridiculous. But there was like something involving like a cup that was possessed by like a demon or something, and it was kind of like Q from Street
Cuphead!
Fighter 3, where if it was like at somewhere, then like a terrible like disaster was gonna happen, and it just so happened to be at this Run the Jewels concert.
Wow. See, the
That's the
dreams
problem.
I've had about you guys have been lovely.
Yeah,
About us going to shows.
didn't Sufjan Stevens like sing like a 20-minute long like something?
No, we went to see him all together,
Yeah.
and then he just covered Happy
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's
it was
by
that.
he
Pharrell. He
kept
just
covering Happy the
he
entire
kept
time.
singing it the whole time. And then the second dream was when we went to see Death Grips with my cousin,
Mm.
and then we were all like sitting down politely in like sort of like wedding chairs, waiting for
I
them.
thought you were gonna say
And
wet
then
chair.
Yeah, wet chairs.
And then no, and then Zach Hill came out and he was like serenading. He was like crooning like Frank Sinatra.
What the fuck?
And then I woke up.
Just Zach Hill out there. Fly me to.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh my god. I was
I don't
really
know.
hoping that like at Death Grips, like MC Ryder was gonna come out, he was gonna get all angry, and Zach Hill was gonna come out, and they were gonna get all angry, and Flatlander was gonna come out and do some weird shit. And then like right before the music started, Ryder was just gonna be like, "Thank you all for coming out tonight. I'm really excited to perform some music for you. Let's just do this and have a good time." And then just go into the powers that be.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Oh.
I'm seeing. By the time this next podcast is up, I'll have seen Titus Andronicus.
I'll have seen Kanye West
Really?
do
Oh,
808s.
wow.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that I got tickets to see him at the Hollywood Bowl. He's gonna do 808s and Heartbreak.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
just go fuck myself.
It'll be pretty cool, I
I'll
think.
just be looking at Metal
It's
Gear.
gonna be interesting considering where he was when he wrote that album.
Yeah,
I
where he's
know.
also
Yeah.
like a lot happier now. What if
Yeah,
what
so
if it's set up to be 808s and you go in there and it's just him covering
every
Happy for 40 minutes?
808s in major key.
Yeah. he like
I'd be
change
okay with
he
that.
changes around the lyrics instead of Welcome to Heartbreak, it's Welcome to Happy.
Welcome to Happy.
Yep. Fuck.
I don't like that song.
And
I hate
Heartless
that
is
song.
Heartful.
Yeah.
But I like Bad
Heartful.
What? Damn, I missed it.
Say it again,
I
RJ.
missed that one too.
It said instead of heartless, it'd be heartful.
God damn it.
I wish I missed that.
Yeah, I wish you had
Danny
told
to
me.
I suggested Danny to that Foals album, so I guess this is what I get. So karmic retribution.
Fucking Heartful, god damn it.
Horrible.
How could
Man.
you be so?
How could you be so heartful? I think the most
Okay.
entertaining thing is how fucking entertained Danny is.
Yeah. In the middle of laughing, the Pillsbury Doughboy came in and Dad decided to choke him out.
I'm so sorry.
His life escaping. Instead, he just chokes him on the spot laughing.
Oh my fucking god.
Just breathe.
Oh.
You can't. When someone says the reason you're laughing too hard, it's impossible. It's either you
Oh.
die or you stop.
I feel like
There's
I'm
really
dying.
there's no other thing you can't control. Once it's started, it's like, well,
Oh god. I almost.
hopefully I don't have to get a new friend soon.
Oh god. It wasn't even that funny, it was the fucking delivery. Oh my
It's always
god.
delivery with RJ though,
It's
isn't it?
always delivery with
Oh
RJ.
shit.
I don't got jokes, but I got delivery.
Oh fuck.
This ain't DiGiorno's, it's delivery.
You know what? Never fucking mind everything I just said. I'm Danny. This was Pretentious Taste. Thanks for listening. Rate, comment, subscribe. Fuck you, RJ. You're fucking fired.
That was wrong too. It was wrong.
I'm RJ and
Get
I'm
it right.
fired. Hi, Danny. I'm fired.
I'm gonna log off.
Oh
Oh
god.
fucking god. Jesus.
Oh, I'm Chewy, I think.
I really broke down the glass house on this one.
I'm
Damn.